Gentlemen, boys and girls, kings and queens, millionaires and multi-millionaires, entrepreneurs and those who don't know what's happening, all of you, you are welcome. Sanbonan. Hello, Sanbonani. Dumelang. Good morning. Thank you so much. We're going to kick off our session. To those of you who came early, thank you so much. Thank you for holding up. We really appreciate it. So, welcome to another session of hashtag Join Us for Tea. Can I see by show of hands if this is your first time here? Don't be shy. No, man. Let me see. Like, best straight. Wow. So we've got about 90% of the room. This is your first time. Who's not here for the first time? This is not your first time. You've been coming. Yeah, Tsepo, I see you. We recognize you. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. And I see faces. So let's welcome the new entrepreneurs to the T family. New. Who are part of the family are welcoming those who are new. So those who are new, don't clap. Those who have been part of the family. To those who are new to the family. All right. Those of you who are new, please give yourselves a round of applause. You are now part of the T family. Welcome to the T family. Okay, let's kickstart the program. Let's kickstart the program. I hope you've got something to write on. Something to write on. Please write this word down. Let's get learning. Let's get learning before I introduce, and then we get straight into our house rules. We'll do our house rules, and then we'll wait for our speakers and hear from our speakers. We don't want you to come to our sessions and say, "Ooh, begumnandi," and then you don't leave here with something to take home or something to implement in your business. Right. So please write this word down. Whenever we come to tea, this is the word. This is what tea is about. The word is L E A R N. So the word is Learn. What's that? We know it's land. Please look at that word, entrepreneurs, fellow entrepreneurs. Please look at that word. The first word in the word learn is ear. Lalbon, do you see the word? Ear, E-A-R. So the function of an ear is to? Is to listen. But if you write down the word listen, it's got the same letters as the word silent. So we at T encourage each and every single entrepreneur, every single person who comes to our T session to listen. To listen to their heart, to listen to their gut, to listen to their customers. Listen to your gut, listen to your heart, listen to your customers. Yeah? The next word is earn. In the word learn. Like one, earn. Or N. I could see because can't say how man. E-A-R-N. Earn. That's to make money. And that's what we're talking about today. We're speaking about man. We're speaking about Zaga. You are in business to make money. Yeah, you are there to help people. But make sure that you don't make the mistake of running an NGO and a business at the same time. Right? So the word is learn. Learn. Ear, earn. That's the first word. We're just kicking off. I'm going to call upon a team member to tell you what tea is about, to also officially welcome you. For many of you, this is the first time, so I'm going to call upon a member from tea just to tell you, give you an idea of what tea is about. Because some of you maybe are here, a friend said, let's go see what it's about. So we need to be very clear on what tea is about and how you can get involved. And one thing about tea, energy. So we're not share, we show love to whoever comes to the front, and we appreciate them. So team member to come to the front to tell us more about tea is the visionary Bulelani Balabala. So please can we show him some love? And he doesn't get on stage and speak until we give him that love that I know we can give him. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the one and only, the visionary, Mr. Get Things Done, Bulelani Balabala.
Yeah, good morning, guys. Me again. Thank you so much for coming here. And yeah, 6 years and a couple of months later, we started tea in this very neighborhood, not neighborhood, but this very township, eTembisa. But you know, I think when I started tea, it was primarily because I could sense that they had no information, because some of the stuff that they were struggling with, for me, were basic things. I guess maybe were basic because I was privileged enough to meet people who shared that info, right? So at an elementary level, it started as just primarily just sharing information, and we'd host these workshops monthly. Information and networking, right? So this is all the way in 2015. But I guess, you know, as it sort of goes, when you sort of work with entrepreneurs, that insatiable hunger for more sort of shows itself. So I mean, I've been an entrepreneur for a number of years. I've run an internet cafe for over 15 years. I've typed over 20,000 CVs. Yes, sis. I've sold stationery packs. I've sold food packs. I sold Ama ice cream. You can see by my physical structure that business went south. So do not put me in a restauranting, FMCG business. I don't think I'm gonna be faithful enough to the business and not eat its stock. So keep me away from the stuff. So I've done so many different things, but you know, one of the key things is for me that don't be too hard on yourself, right? Because entrepreneurship, forget that it's got its up and downs. You're gonna do a lot of different things. Today we're taking some pads, kusasa ucincesha the garden next door. Next thing you know, you're moving the bins. Next thing you know, you're doing this. Don't be too hard on yourself, because so I'll get a lot of questions like, I want to get my purpose. I want to know what my purpose is, right? But you must also understand one thing, that purpose is not stagnant, it is not rigid. It's ever evolving. But the first place to sort of start to unearth your purpose is start doing something. Don't be rigid. But I'm here to talk about tea. So we started tea, and it sort of grew over the years to become this network that we are sort of just arching into each and every day. Where we sort of just grouped in, I think years ago, with my friends, we put money together, we said we're doing this, right? So for the first 3.5 years, till today, no one pays to come to tea. And I think my personal ethos is, whether there's a partner or no partner, I'll put my money down and we continue. Because you must always remember that, I think through the historic disposition, especially as us as black people, there's a couple of things that we need to dispel. And I think those couple of things are the fact that there's an impression that township is inferior. It's not. There's a fact that in order for you to build an amazing product, you need to go to Rosebank or Sandton or Silicon Valley. You don't entirely, right? Because certain environments are enabled, and we are open to the fact that they're enabled enough to scale your business. But I think the sole premise for us is to say, start where you are with what you have. It might not be the best picture when you start, but it's enough to get the wheels of entrepreneurship and life going. And then I think as an entrepreneur as well, have the insatiable hunger yourself to go out into the market and win. My last thing is simply this. See, I hate a lot of things about COVID-19. But what I love about COVID-19 is there's no big business, there's no small business. There's no big business, there's no small business. So I'll quantify that, right? So it's interesting. So now I get a couple of calls in the middle of COVID-19, clients prospective clients are like, how can you guys better help us to solve this? And I'm like, but you guys are signed up with organization X, Y, and Z. Why are you coming to us? No, they don't know the solutions. Then I sort of realized that we sort of entered a terrain where no one knows how to sort of position products, where even the experts that have been there for 30 or 40 or 100 years now don't know what to tell their clients about how to position themselves legally because you don't know the next legal squabble that you're going to come up with. Then what does it then leave? It then leaves an open plain and an open terrain for hungry entrepreneurs to take advantage of that opportunity. But you see, the thing about big business and small business is all about perception. It's all about how you see yourself at the end of the day. Because a couple of things that sort of keeps us from getting to some of the things that we need to, number one is the imposter syndrome, is how you perceive yourself. So you even win and you get stuff, and it still happens to me till today, and you win and you make money, very good money, but you still feel like, maybe, do I really deserve it? And then you get to places where you have worked very hard for and you've gotten the accolades for, but you still want to push yourself away from that, and those are some of the things that we need to work from that are mindset driven. And then I think those are some of the things that we sort of want to endeavor to do. But I think at the end of the day, although our role is very little in an entrepreneur's journey, it's like 0.00000001. It's all you. And I think the biggest thing I've always encouraged is go out there. Some of the biggest deals I've got are not deals that I had the criteria for. Some of the biggest deals I got is where I saw that the criteria is nothing that matched what we could deliver. Anyway. Because you got to have that crack anyway. Do first and apologize later, as long as it's not illegal. Do first and apologize later, because sometimes you ask for permission, they won't give you permission. And that's what I tell the guys I've worked with over the years. You're always asking for Mr. Nongena. When you're inside, I'm sorry, abengazi. And that for me is what he's all about. So you come here the first time, you don't have to come here again, you don't have to keep coming again, but what you need to do is, for the fact that you came here, keep that fire burning wherever you are in your personal business. Grow your business, because the biggest thing that we want is we need people to be fire starters. Because the more we have fire starters, we grow the economy, because the economy of our country, the township economy, contributes to 6% of the GDP. Now that's big, because there's still quite there's still quite some percentages, right, that are undocumented. And over that, the largest employer is small business owners. But we know at the end of the day that government is not going to support us, because there are issues there. Yeah, well, because I always tell them when I consult that everything starts at the point of understanding. You cannot have a blanket approach to offering support. When you offer support, you need to be able to, number one, start at a point of understanding. But what does that simply mean? It means that you understand that there are tiers of entrepreneurship, right? It's not just informal. You need to understand the scale and the market at which they operate and they work. The moment you start to sort of understand that, you then sort of look at their criteria. And we're not advocating for no compliance, because compliance is critical for formalization. But even how we sort of perceive formalization, needs to be rethinked. So what does that mean? It means that for an entrepreneur, it's difficult to work with corporate, because the thing about life is no one goes to the bottom of the barrel. That's the thing about us as human beings. All of us want to work for the tried and tested. That's just the neurology of how our brains are set up. And then in government, that's supposed to sort of create and produce the support that we need. We're not going to create and get the support that we need. So what does it simply mean? It simply means that build it, they'll come. You need to have that krach and that anger, that chutzpah, those balls of steel to build it, and they'll come. Because the moment you're winning, everyone wants to bask in the glory of the shade that you have created through your sweat. And when they do come, don't close them off. Take those opportunities. But I think the mindset that you need to then build up on is a mindset of resilience. Go to whether dark, whether blue, I'm going to build. Whether north, whether south, I'm going to build. I lost, one of my businesses, we lost 95% of our revenue during COVID-19. That was devastating for me, because that's the company that hired the most people. And I think for me then, I was privileged, because then the other company was doing extremely well, which is the consulting business. But then you are bleeding this side, and you don't know whether to happy on the other. But when I was talking to someone, I was likening them to say, COVID-19 for me, yeah, we are dying. That's the only problem. But I've been here before. Because as a black kid who grew up in the township, I don't know about you, but I felt like that particular struggle, I've been here before. The only thing different now is that I was losing people I loved, or people who were my friends, who were loved ones, who were losing people they loved at a more faster rate. But the rate of the market and the economy not opening up was a big problem for me. But here's the thing. Take advantage of the season. There's never ever been a better time than now. Because this time no one knows whether it's left or right. Take advantage of the confusion. Present yourself and show up. So whether it's showing up in the DMs or showing up in inboxes for to shoot your shot. So I always say that the worst you can do is say no. And then after you say no, you can screenshot it and show it to anyone else. I don't care. Because my job as an entrepreneur is to put myself out there. And if you still care about feelings and emotions, uzoba nenkinga, uzolamba. Uzoba nenkinga and uzolamba. Because it needs you to constantly put you out there. Yes, it's difficult because you keep getting rejected, but put yourself out there. Put ikwababa to the side, put the anxiety to the side, put the fear to the side. You know when I knew that no one knows what the hell they're doing, but everyone wakes up each and every day and they feel out, is when I started to engage billionaires. It's then I started to engage people that were 1,000 years. It's when I started to engage people who were millionaires. It's when I started to engage whites, black, Jews, and then you sort of engage them about their business models and their struggles and their business challenges. And then I started to pick up one thing. There's no such thing as a perfect product. But all they do is that they throw straws out and they suck out their thumbs and they throw them in the form of projections. And you gotta have the balls enough to also do that for you and your business. So I was just called up here to just greet, which is why they don't ever give me the mic at tea. I'm sorry, but welcome to tea. Follow us on social media. We've got a YouTube channel. Like us, subscribe. We're trying to grow that content there, and we've got amazing content. Follow us and enjoy and have a beautiful day. Thank you.
One more time, please put your hands together for Mr. Get Things Done. That was just a welcome. Mahala. Thank you so much, my brother. It's season 6. Season 6. I like to see it like a series. We're in season 6 because it's 6 years. I don't know what episode we're in, but we are somewhere. Soon, T will be on TV. Uzobo now. To those of you who have just joined us, thank you so much. Buffet to ladies, we really appreciate it. Thank you for joining us. I didn't introduce myself. Ikamo Sbusiso, Joshua Mulimi. I am a CEO, not a chief executive officer, but a catalyst empowering others. I believe that I'm blessed to be a blessing. I'm created to create. I'm designed to deliver. I'm engineered to excel. I'm programmed to prosper. I'm powered to perform. I'm manufactured to move. I'm wired to win. I'm sentenced to succeed. Like FNB, I'm asking, how can I help you? Like Standard Bank, I'll keep moving you forward. Listen, not only do I drink it and enjoy it like Hennessy, I never settle. Ishapeling matso. I'm an entrepreneur myself. I run a consulting business. Consulting is quite a big word. So simply put, I'm a motivational speaker. I'm an MC. I'm an author of a book titled Work Through the Barriers to Success. And yeah, it's 10 years now in business as an entrepreneur. In Soweto, Orlando West, so I know what you're going through. I'm an entrepreneur myself. Welcome to each and every single one of you. We are live. To our live streamers, we've got a couple of people tuning in. That's the power of social media. So welcome to Nelly, tuning in all the way from a location called Home. Wherever home is. You're welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Agree, tuning in all the way from Bloemfontein. So T is making an impact in Bloemfontein while we are here in Tembisa. Thank you so, so much. And keep tuning in. Hashtag join us for T. The bathrooms, the gents is on your right, and the ladies, it's on your left-hand side. So once again, we are live on Facebook. We're going on to our next session. By show of hands, how many of you have found yourself in a situation where you had to present your business and you lost the opportunity because Botata? I'll just be honest, we've all been there. Someone comes to you and says, okay, since you're in business, tell me about your business. Yeah, it always starts with the, yeah, ish, konje. Yeah, man, yo. Ish. Show of hands, we're here to help, man. We're here to help. Ne? So, what we want to do is we want to help you with something which is critical to your journey as an entrepreneur, critical to you selling. That's why we're speaking about money, which is pitching. Having to pitch your business. In your mind, I need to ask good business. But how many of you, by show of hands, find it difficult to present it the way you see it? Let me see. So, it makes sense to you. But it's a different story. So here at T, we are going to help you with your pitching. All right, thank you. So, not only are we here to inspire you, we are here to help you. Let's get to work. Please write these questions down. Sometimes they say, come and pitch, and then your pitch goes there, then it goes there, then you forget, but you said that. So, we believe, and this is from our experience as T, engaging entrepreneurs, my experience of being a speaker for the last 10 years, this is what I believe your pitch should answer. It should answer these questions, your pitch. There's more questions to answer, but lay pace. We're giving you the space. So when I say to you, Mama, please pitch your business. Your pitch is clear, and it gets to the point. Question number 1. What problem are you solving? You're in business to solve a problem and make money. So what problem are you? What problem are you solving? It's question number 1. Could be a problem of unemployment. It could be a problem of that the service is not there. What problem are you solving? Your pitch must answer your question. Number 2, what is your unique selling point? Call it a USP. What is your unique selling point? So Mangibega simply says, what's special about you? Why your business? Yes, you are in construction. Yes, you are in entertainment. Yes, you are selling beverages and cologne and whatever. But why you? What's special about your business? Is it the price? Is it the product? Is it the quality? Why you? What's your unique selling point? Question number 2. Ne? Third question. What do you need? Like, what do you need? You've pitched your business. This is the problem I'm solving. And because you don't know who you're speaking to really, right? At that point. So what do you need? What do you need? What do you need? Ushotangan. For one last question. Got one last question. Got one last question. Yeah, what do you need? What problem are you solving? The question. What's your story? What's your story? What's your story? You started this business. There's a story behind you starting the business. What's your story? What's your story? The story. I left this company. I started this company because I saw a huge unemployment. Now I'm praying on my cheat. What's your story? Why did you start this business? So you've got the 4 questions. Ne? We said the first question was? Come on, let's say it all together. What problem are you solving? Question number 1. Ne? Question is 2. What's your unique selling point? Ne? So why you? What's special about you? Wasabi, tell us. Question number 3. What do you need? If you need 10 million, say you need 10 million. Right? And question number 4. What's your story? 4 critical questions when you are pitching. Noma nga ngena ku elevator somewhere uhlangana with this person you've always wanted to meet. Awutatazela uyile na le na le. Do you see what we've done? We've given you order. We've given you structure. Hi, Mr. What? Minika Malam is what? I'm a managing director of this company. This is the problem that we are solving as this company. The reason why we are special is because this is our unique selling point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are at this point and we need this. 90 seconds, so we falil. There's structure and there's order. Now is the time to do what we need to do so we can do what we needed to do. Who would like to pitch their business? Okay, my brother, please come to the front. Tsepa Nazogala. My sister, please come to the front. Yes, come to the front, come to the front. Ito lang mo. Nabashapiling matsoho, man. Anybody else? I've got 2 more spots, 2 more. Zogala? It's always interesting. Look to you, man. Ready, man. You know, you're always ready after 3 people have pitched. Okay? All right, my brother. Yes, please come to the front. I've got 2 more. I'm going to close the opportunity now. Zogala? Uva? Okay. Come through. Nivani too. Okay, Zogala. Yo! Ninesbindi. We've got a lever. Please put your hands together for our pitchers here, all right? These are our pitchers here. That's what makes tea special. Our unique selling point is that we don't have entrepreneurs that come and listen and learn. We also give you the platform to advertise your business. Practicality. We've got a prize for the winner. The winner walks away with a life-changing book. I've got a copy myself. Powerful book. Yaga Witness, we've closed the pitching line. People would like to pitch. Next time, ne? I've got a book here by Witness titled, It's More Than Just Money. The winner walks away with this. The winner walks away with... Eban. Where's Alan? Oh, so you'll my notes. Okay, feel comfortable. All right. The winner also walks away with a tea cap. You walk away with a t-shirt. You also walk away with a copy of my book. And I'm offering a 30 minutes free consultation session on pitching, which is worth thousands to the winner. Yeah? So, you got a minute, 60 seconds to pitch. To pitch your business, right? And then we'll keep passing it and we'll decide who the winner is. Let's get moving, right? Okay, Skati. I will count you down. All right, please take center stage, my brother. Your name is?
My name is Kamokhelo Mtiba.
Kamokhelo. All right, and in 3, 2, 1, Kamokhelo, your time starts now.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kamokhelo Mtiba. I'm going to use his notes to pitch. So what problems we're solving? We're solving wasting water problem. We're turning scraps into business opportunities. My unique selling point is that we're turning the water that you already used to reuse it again. Basically, what we do is we're opening car washes that have an underground container. The same water that you used to wash the car, you're gonna rewash it again. And we're digitalizing the booking of you coming to wash your cars. We are using places like the old taxi rank like this one next door. We turn them into businesses. What do I need? What do I need is money, lots of money. What is your story? My story is I've already worked at a few car washes. I've also worked at a car wash yeah,
And
before
your
it was a
time
hangout.
is
Thank
up.
you.
Kopa re mo shapeleng matsoho. Fantastic. Fantastic. Lovely. What do you need? You need lots of man. You've come to the right
Ladies
spot.
and gentlemen,
No,
my
this-
name. Can I start?
no.
Can I start?
Sneaky countdown. No.
I've never.
Alexa, take it easy, right? Take a deep breath, look who's around, and then present. Okay, your name.
Okay.
Kalikam.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Joyce Molefe.
Joyce. All right, Sis Joyce. 3, 2, 1, your time starts now.
Okay. Our business name is Stabanangwe Mapindwani. And then the problem that we will be solving, or the problem that we are planning to solve, is quality time with family. So we are a catering business that caters in your own home, in your own kitchen with your own ingredients, so that you can use your own ingredients, your own home, and then you sit and then we do all the work, and then you have time to spend with your family. And then we don't only do that during special occasions, we only do it weekly. When you come from work, you can call us and then we come and do the cooking for you. And then what is our unique selling point? Our unique selling point is the fact that we come to your home and we do all the work while you can spend time with your family and kids. And then what do we need? We need a first client. We need our first client. That's what we need the most right now. And then what is your story? Our story is that we have worked, or I have worked for a lot of companies, and we're always busy. We don't have time to spend with family.
And your time is up.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Please put your hands together for Sis Joyce. Don't leave. Please get back on. All right. Our third picture. Your name, my sister?
Koketso Moremi.
Kokets. All right, Koketso. In 3, 2, 1, your time starts now.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My business is Legacy Arts Africa. It is founded by two young black females, myself and Lesedi Langa. We were high school students and we did dramatic arts together. And we decided to start a new age performing arts academy, which offers drama, gymnastics, and dance. So what our unique selling point is that we offer these services as an extracurricular activity in schools that don't have arts as part of their curriculum. So it is also founded upon the idea that there is a stigma around performing arts, that people don't see the importance of it, and it is really important, especially as we have a passion for social impact. She's Miss Teenager South Africa, and I'm also a finalist for Miss Teen Social Entrepreneur. So we use the creative arts to also create performance pieces that can actually alleviate the pressures of society.
Your time is up.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Koketso. Please put your hands together for Koketso. Really interesting businesses. Arts, car wash, catering, lovely. Our fourth picture, Ikama Poza.
Thabang Makgabo.
Tabang, take center stage. It's your time. Tabang, in 3, 2, 1, your time starts now.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Thabang Kamokhelo Makgabo from a company called Fratelli Lifestyle. Fratelli is an Italian word that means brothers. What do we do at Fratelli? We manufacture furniture from recyclable materials such as pallets, car tires, and steel. We've been operating for a period of 5 years. What do we need at Fratelli? We just need 50,000. We're going to use 30,000 to build a storage and 20,000 to buy new machinery so that we can employ more 2 people in our business. We're operating at Tembisa Business Park. We employ 3 people. Our unique selling point is that we manufacture furniture according to customers' designs. The things that you wish that existed, as Fratelli, we can do them for you. For more information, you can find us at www.fratellilifestyle.co.za or Fratelli Lifestyle at Facebook, Ganjalo Naganjalo. Thanks.
All right. We have picture number 5. Mfethu umntwana ukubuza yini uze nama customer uze nama did you come with people that you know? Because as you were pitching I see people like Machele boy. I'm like, yeah man, so much love already, but that was lovely. Love the energy. Picture number 5, can I please get your name, my sister?
My name is Tinyiko.
Tiniko.
Yes, Tiniko Ngobeni.
Tiniko. 3, 2, 1, your time starts now.
Okay, I'm Tiniko Ngobeni from Tembisa. I have a degree in the science field, and after finishing my degree, I made a lot of mistakes when it comes to money. I was in debt. I didn't understand finances, and that's what inspired me to start my business, which is called Manifest. So what we deal with, my unique selling point as a company is that we're selling products that help you with saving, and I also help people with investing, you know, and not only, what my selling point is that after buying a product from me, you also get assistance with your finances going forward to improve them. So what I need right now more than anything is a platform to showcase my work. If you have a crash, maybe, I don't know, maybe you're a business, maybe I can come in and give financial advice to the people in the company. So what makes me different is that I'm passionate about what I do, and I always try to make a difference with my clients. You can catch me on Twitter you can find me, I'm at Tiniko Ngobeni, and I give content about how to manage money, save, and invest.
And your time is up.
Thank you.
Powerful, thank you. Tiniko, we've got three more to go. All right. Boza, Libiso?
Kilunga Methula.
Libiso ke?
Ulunga Methula.
Ulunga, okay. Lunga, isikhathi sakho in 3, 2, 1, begin.
Okay, good morning, guys. My name is Lunga Methula. Like I said, I'm a founder of Clean Kicks. It's a slicker laundry based in the Johannesburg South. So the problem that we're trying to solve the community, it's taking the time away from you washing your own sneakers. And we're doing it so professionally because we know there's been sneaker washers everywhere, but they don't do it as professional as you need to do. As we see, a lot of you guys here are wearing expensive shoes, so we don't want to spoil everything. So that's the kind of problem solving that you're taking away from you guys. And then our unique selling point is that you do it professionally. So it's not, there's time invested and there's products invested professionally. We're doing it because we attended a training for that as well. So we're doing it very professionally. So you don't have to worry about leaving your sneakers and finding it in a different state. So we make sure that you clean it professionally to find it in a very good, clean state. And then our story is that we have hired 4 people. And since we started our business in February, and we have never missed our payments. So 4 people are feeding their families right now.
And your time is up, man. Thank you, Boz. I love the fact that you are wearing your brand as well. Clean Kicks. Next time, because I'm not looking at people's shoes. But maybe if you come with your material, the business will show kona. While people are sitting here at tea, thank you. Tsepo, over to you, my brother. Your time starts in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, I'm a founding director of a company called Motivation Empire. And among other things, we are an advertising agency. So we focus both on traditional advertising and digital advertising. So the problem that we are trying to solve is that advertising is very expensive. You know, big companies for one spot of 30 seconds, they pay between 60 to 95,000 for one spot of advertisement. But what we do is that we identify cheaper platforms for SMMEs in order for them to be able to advertise. Like, for example, we know Sbuso Mlimi is one of the best motivational speakers in the world. So we know that if we can place an advertisement for him on Business Day TV, and then that station is watched by CEOs, but for a much cheaper price of about 6.5, then he can get a spot for advertising. So that's the main problem that we are trying to solve, that advertising is very expensive, and then we are making it affordable.
And your time is up. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Thank you. I know when he mentioned, I'm not the one that's choosing who's going to win. Because ngiyabona ungifakile kule pitch abanye badayi le ngathi ufuna ukuba yabona. Yeah, no. He's got an amazing story. Utsepo. Please make sure that you also he didn't speak about his book. Very powerful book. I appreciate you, my brother, and thank you for the love you show T. Right, our last picture. Ikama.
My name is Tato Machie, a founder
Tato. All right, Tato. 3, 2, 1, your time starts now.
A founder of the company called His Method. We're all about land building events. Hence how we invented this company called Events Management. So what we're doing, we groom, graduate young talent in terms of giving them a platform in events that we're hosting and everything like that. So what we're doing right now is that there's an event that's coming next week actually, there's an event that's coming next week. So what we need in this event is that we need customers. It's a family pick fest. That's where our artists are going to be graduating that day. We're going to give them a platform to be able to perform, to showcase their work, whether we are in poetry, an artist or what. So we need customers to come to the event next week. So all the proceeds of the event is that we're going to build the school that we're in. We're going to give them resources that they need in that school. So we only need people who are going to be buying tickets for that event. Thank you very much.
Shoo. Hey, that was tough, man. That was lovely. Thank you so much, my brother. All right, so one more time, please give our pitchers a round of applause. That's tea for you. It's a platform. We've got, I think, over 100 shares now of people who are watching you from Bloemfontein. Some are watching you from other provinces. And the lovely thing about this is that you can go onto the T page after this and watch this pitch, because we're live, yeah? And see where you can improve. So I'm encouraging you, go back onto that T page, watch the pitch, watch the session, and also just share what's happening right now. Okay, now is the time. Please face that way. No more ngalungisa ingcaza. Awu. All right, so just by show of hands, we're not going to make noise. If you think that this picture should win the ultimate prize. All right? All right? Okay. Yo. Are you not sure or okay? Because all right, we have our winner. You can turn around. And this needs a drum roll, 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 drum roll. Ladies and gentlemen, don't stop. Drum roll, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll, ladies and gentlemen. Our winner for our pitching session is a bit more energy. And our winner continue, Ngastopi, walks away with a cap, walks away with a t-shirt, walks away with these 2 books and a free consultation. Our winner is my brother, our brother. Kamogelo is our winner for the pitching session. My brother, what would you like to say? How do you feel?
I feel good, yeah. I know that I'm always a winner. Yeah. Yeah, I've been pitching for years. Yeah, I have a skill of pitching. Thank you very much, everyone. Let's push. Thanks.
Thank you. That's the winner of our pitch. Please, all of you are winners. But we need to have one winner. Yes, but Consola Ganjalo. Thank you so much. Well done. Well done. Very well done. So, my brother, here is your prize. Your prize. Prize Lako. There's your prize. Right, and we'll be in touch for the consultation session. One more time, did you get the photo? Yeah. Please put your hands together for our pitch winner. All right, let's get into the presentations. Are we ready for our first speaker? Are we ready for our first speaker? She is here. Who was that? Love the energy, love the energy. Our first speaker, ladies and gentlemen, is Hetty, the entrepreneur. Hetty, the entrepreneur, is a business and monetization guru and a true champion for entrepreneurs in Africa. Hetty has mentored over 450 African-led businesses in sales marketing strategies. And she runs a digital media agency with a focus on online growth and monetization. Online growth and monetization. Hetty's agency has a virtual presence in Southern Africa, West Africa, and Asia. She's in the building. Hetty is a TEDx speaker, Mail and Guardian Top 200 South Africa, Top 50 Thriving Female Founders, and ranked among the top 1,000 African voices. Yeah? Last but not least, one of Hetty's greatest highlights is receiving a Global Business Excellence Commitment Award by the Global Business Confederation. She's in the building. Online growth, monetization. Let's sit back, let's relax, and let's learn. Let's show some T-love. Not any other love, but T-love. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the one and only Hetty. Come on, let's show some love, let's show some love, let's show some love. Thank you so much.
How much time do I have, by the way? Because I can talk.
Talk, just watch me.
All right, good morning, everybody. How are you doing this morning? Are you good? All right, excellent. This isn't just going to be a talk. This is going to be an interactive session. If you've got a pen and paper, take it out. If you've got a notepad or a notes app on your phone, whip it out. This is going to be a practical session. This isn't going to be theory, all right? Are you ready for me? Are you sure? I can't hear you. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. This morning, we are going to be talking about money, okay? We're going to be talking about how you can make money, being you. I'm going to challenge you to think differently. I'm going to challenge you to think out of the box. And I hope that by the end of the session, we are going to end up as friends. Do we have a deal? Excellent. Now, money is a taboo subject. We don't talk about it often. Some of you may have come here with your best friend, your cousin, your neighbor, and I'm 100% sure that you do not know how much they earn. Am I right? You don't know what their salary is. That is because money is a taboo subject. Even when you enter into the corporate world, they tell you that whatever your salary is confidential. Why? Because when we begin to discuss money, our eyes begin to open up to the many ways in which we can earn money. Okay. So let's talk about money today. Let's be open and free about it, because the more we talk about it, the more we are able to discover the different ways that we can be able to make money. All right. I want you to turn to your neighbor and say, there is more than one way to make money. Excellent, because there is more than one way to make money. My sister, my beautiful sister over there, tell me, do you have your own business or are you in corporate? What type of business is it? You own an online fashion store. Excellent. So the way that you make money from your online fashion store is if somebody makes a purchase, then you make your money. Am I right? Okay, great. So you are dependent on them either purchasing an item or making a booking for your styling services. Am I right? And what is your name? Your name? Ntsako Mabasa. Excellent. Ntsako, you're going to be my friend today, and I'm going to use you as my example.
Okay.
Do I have your permission?
Yes, yes.
At the end of this session, Ntsako, I'm going to teach you how you can earn multiple streams of income doing exactly what you love.
Okay.
okay.
Is that okay?
It's okay.
Excellent. By the end of this day, ladies and gentlemen, the picture I'm going to paint of you for Ntsako is a picture I want you to paint for yourself. Because this picture of Ntsako exists within every single one of us, and you have the capacity to achieve it. All right. So we're talking about monetization. What is monetization? Monetization in its very, very simple form basically means the ability to make money. It basically means the ability to make money. So currently, the way that Ntsako is monetizing is that she will create her beautiful garments. If somebody loves it, they buy it, she makes money. If somebody orders the styling services, she does the styling, she makes money. So she has got that one stream of income from her styling services, all right, or from her fashion business. So let's begin to take a look at how we can take whatever it is that we are good at doing and earning multiple streams of income from that particular thing. All right. So first and foremost, let's say, for example, Ntsako decides to open up an Instagram account, right? She opens up her Instagram account, and then she begins to start sharing with the general public. Not just the designs that she has made, but she begins to go live and she begins to teach about how you can style the garments, all right? Then Ntsako now begins to look at different conferences that are happening. Let's say, for example, she's focused on women's fashion. She begins to look at different conferences that are happening that women are in attendance. And she raises up her hands and she says, I would like to volunteer to be a speaker at this women's conference so that I can be able to tell these women the different ways in which they can style their garments. So Ntsako now begins to become known because she's always attending these conferences. She becomes the go-to guru for styling services within the fashion space. Over time, the media now begins to notice Ntsako. So when it comes to fashion and styling, now they now begin to approach her. Ntsako, can you please come on to Talk Radio 702 and tell us about how a person can dress up and look good in corporate and then transition over the weekends? Next thing you know, Ntsako is in the media, right? So because she is now becoming a recognizable name, she's now getting paid speaking engagements because people want to hear from Ntsako. Then Ntsako decides, you know what, demand is beginning to build up. Let me start doing events where people can now attend and also be able to learn from my services. So then she begins to host these various events. Over time, Ntsako's following is beginning to grow. There's more demand for her services. And then Ntsako decides, you know what, I want to write a book. The A to Z of styling in Mzansi. So Ntsako does her book, but she doesn't have too much of a budget to print a physical book. So what Ntsako then decides to do is to create an ebook. This is a digital book. It's in the online space. Anybody can purchase that book, all right? So then Ntsako does that. She does marketing for it. She does advertising for it. Her book becomes popular. One day she wakes up, she takes out her phone from her pocket, and she notices that she's got 10 bank alerts. People have bought her book. Never ever did Ntsako dream that when she would started her fashion business, she would start earning money in her sleep. What has Ntsako done? She has taken the thing that she loves to do, and she has created multiple streams of income. I want you to take out a pen and a paper right now. And I want you to write down the top 3 things that you would do if time and money were not a factor. The top 3 things that you would do if time and money were not a factor. You didn't have to worry about money. You didn't have to worry about having time or leave days. What are the top 3 things that you would do? As you were writing this down, I will share with you the top 3 things that I wrote about when I was contemplating my own life in terms of if I had an opportunity to rebuild my life, what are the top 3 things? Number 1, I wrote down that I would want to have an online business that would allow me to travel the world. Number 2, I wrote down that I want to earn in multiple currencies. I don't only want to earn in South African rands. And number 3, I wrote down that I want to be able to make an impact in the world. Those are my 3 things. Your 3 things are personal to you. The top 3 things that you would do if time and money were not a factor. Now I want you to ask yourself, what you are currently doing right now, is it going to give you those top 3 things? What you are doing right now, is it going to give you those top 3 things? If the answer, deep, inside of yourself, if the answer is no, are you willing to consider that perhaps in order to get something different, I need to do something different? Are you willing to consider that? Are you? Are you willing to consider it? That in order to get something different, I need to do something different? Are you willing to consider that? Excellent. Take out your phones. Those of you that have got data or airtime or whatever it may be, all right? Go on to Udemy, udemy.com. Let's do it together. udemy.com. All right, so once you are in on that website, there is a search function, and I want you to write down fashion styling. Fashion styling. All right. So one of the top things that comes up for me is somebody that has got a course on there. It's written, How to Dress Like a Fashion Icon. Do you guys see that? How to Dress Like a Fashion Icon. This lady's name is Zara. All right? She has got 31 videos in her course. And she has created this based on the knowledge that she knows about fashion styling. This person has got 159 reviews under her course. Let's replace that name from Zara to Ntsako. Let's replace that name from Zara to Ntsako. What if Ntsako had the bravery to think differently and to do something different? Ntsako already knows how to do fashion styling. She's already talented. She already knows what she's doing. What if she created a course that could be put in the online space that a person can buy from anywhere in the world? How different would her life be? How different would your life be, Ntsako, if over 159 people bought a course that you have created in the online space and you are earning in multiple currencies? Would it change your life?
Yes, it would change my life.
What is the difference between Zara and Ntsako? Is Zara more intelligent than Ntsako? No. I don't think so. Is she more beautiful? I definitely don't think so. Ntsako is a hot bomb. So what is it? Zara took the bravery to try something different. There are many ways of making money. There isn't just one way of making money. As all of you are sitting here today as entrepreneurs or as individuals that are working within your company, I want you to remember that there are many ways of earning money. This is just one digital product. This is a course. Let's go to Amazon.com. Let's go to Amazon.com, all right? When you get onto Amazon.com, you want to go to the books section, which is the Kindle section, all right? And then let's put in something different. We've used fashion styling. Let's say, for example, one of you is passionate, our sister Diniko over here, passionate about finance, knowledge, literature, and educating the nation. Let us put in there finance. All right. So one of the first books that is there is How Finance Works. From the pitch that we heard today from Diniko, do you agree with me that she understands how finance works? Yeah. She does, right? She gave a fantastic pitch. She understands how finance works. What if Diniko had the bravery to try something different in order to get a different result? And she wrote an ebook. Remember, an ebook doesn't require a publisher. It doesn't require you to print on hard paper if you don't have capital. It just requires you to take the knowledge that you already have and you package it into a digital product. It's housed online, a person buys it, and they download it. This person that has written this book, How Finance Works, they've got over 500 reviews. That means over 500 people have bought their book. Now remember, this is only the people that have left reviews. They are those that have bought it without leaving a review. All right? And this is something that they do the work once, but it pays them over and over and over again. Tell me this. If you did not show up in your job for the next 3 months without saying anything, would they continue to pay you?
No.
Wouldn't it be so nice to have the option of doing the work once and being paid over and over and over again? Do you agree with me that knowledge does not rot? Do you agree with me that knowledge does not go stale? You can take the knowledge that you have and package it into a digital product and get paid over and over and over again. Final example that I'm going to use. Let's go onto Instagram. Now, I'm going to use an example of these kids that I was actually looking at this morning. They're just so adorable. The McClure twins, McClure twins, McClure twins, McClure twins. Do you see them?
Yes.
How cute are they?
Very cute.
Don't you just wish you could gobble them up? They look absolutely adorable. McClure twins. Why am I using them as an example? Monetization is not for the old, it's not for the young, it's not for the tall, it's not for the short, it's not for the privileged or the unprivileged. Monetization is for you. It is for you and me. Look at these two young girls. They started by creating videos on Instagram and YouTube. They started becoming popular. As a result of their popularity, their YouTube account became monetized because of the number of followers and watch hours that they had. Then clothing companies began to approach them and endorse their products. Then hair companies. These two young girls have got their own book. They've got their own clothing company. They are being booked to attend children's events. By the time they are 18 and going to university, do you think that they're going to be attracted by one job, one salary?
No.
You see, ladies and gentlemen, the way of the future and the jobs of the future have not even been made yet. If you want to get something different, you have to do something different. You have to be brave enough to do something different. Why are we focusing on the online space? Because it's the best equalizer there ever was. You can be sitting in a shack in KwaDuduza and you can go viral because of the knowledge, talent, and skill that you have. So when we talk about digital products, what are we talking about? We're talking about different things. It can be an ebook. It can be a course. It can be one-on-one coaching. It can be a membership. Sister Nico over there, you can have a membership. People pay 200, 300, 400 rand a month to be in your membership. Every month you meet up with them. You give a masterclass. You teach them about financial knowledge. You can have a support group where they come in and say, hey, I've done my budget, but I'm struggling here, and you assist them. And you have a community where you support them. Some of you have been married for 20, 30 years. You understand the recipe of having a good marriage, but you are not monetizing on your knowledge. You're not monetizing on your knowledge. Some of you have had catering companies. You know how to cook. When it comes to cooking, people think of you, but you haven't thought to teach that knowledge that you have. One of the things when it comes to monetizing is that we need to think differently. I don't know about you, but growing up, nobody asked me, Hetty, what is your passion? What is your unique talent that was assigned to you at birth? Let us nurture it so that you can monetize from it. Instead, we are taught to go to school, take the same education everybody has taken, come out with the same degree and diploma that everybody has got, and go and fight for the same job that everybody is fighting for. And then you wonder why you cannot negotiate for a higher salary. What is it that we are offering that is different? Finding your unique skill and talent will pay you, and it will pay you very well if you are willing to take the step to do something different. Look at Oprah Winfrey. She has a talent in talking, something that we do every single day, but it pays her. How many of you know of somebody that can sing? But I mean sing, young. Just sings their heart out. It could be your best friend. It could be your cousin. It could be your neighbor. How much money have they made from it? The online space is an equalizer. It allows you to put your unique skill and talent out there and get paid for it. And yes, it is possible. Now I want you to turn to your neighbor and truly believe within yourself. There is more than one way to make money. You know, when we hear, and we've all heard this, that the average millionaire has 7 streams of income, and we're like, yo, how am I going to get 7 streams when this one stream is showing me so much flames? How am I going to do 7 streams? How am I going to do it? We have used the example of our assistant, Zako, here. She'll have her online store. She'll have her styling services. She will have her ebook. Those people who also want to become stylists, she can teach them how to do so. She can do paid speaking engagements. She is able, from her one skill, to earn in multiple streams of income. When you are able to earn in multiple streams of income, you are not waiting for one client, one sale, one bank alert. Let us get rid of this idea that you only earn money on the 15th, on the 20th, month end. Come the 5th, you're so broke, your lips are dry, you don't know what to do with yourself. What if you could earn money all month long? How would your life change? How would your life be different? I want us to quickly go through 5 strategies of starting your monetization journey. 5 strategies of starting your monetization journey. Number 1, identify, what am I good at? What am I good at? What is that thing that you are good at doing? That when people think about you, they always come to you for advice on that particular thing. What is that one thing you are good at doing? What is that one thing you enjoy doing? It could be related to your work. It could be related to what you do when you are in your spare time and having fun. What is that one thing that you are good at doing? Is it cooking? Is it relationship advice? Is it sewing? Is it parenting? What is that one thing that you are good at doing? Think about that. Strategy number 2, who can benefit from that thing? Who can benefit from that thing? And if you say everybody, you are saying nobody. Who can benefit from that thing? As a monetization guru, I cannot help all of you. In fact, what I'm talking about today is going to go over some of your heads. There might be 2 or 3 of you that this is going to deeply resonate with. That is my tribe. Who can benefit from that thing that you are good at? Is it newlywed couples? Is it young men? Is it pregnant women? Is it old age people? Who? What do they look like? What do they enjoy doing? What do they do in their spare time? How? Who are those individuals? You want to sit down after this session and seriously write it down. Seriously write it down. Strategy number 3. How do you get yourself in front of that audience? Strategy number 3. How do you get yourself in front of that audience? Are they older people who are predominantly on YouTube? Are they young people on Instagram? Are they teens on TikTok? Is it an international audience on Clubhouse? Are they on YouTube? Where are those particular individuals? Because every single platform attracts a different audience. So for example, I predominantly use Instagram, but when I'm looking to get international clients, I go to Clubhouse. Some of you have never been on Clubhouse because you're not serious about earning multiple streams of income. When you think about your financial goals, you're writing them in rands. Am I lying? And that's because that's how we've been taught, isn't it? Where you are right now, no matter where you are from, no matter what your struggle has been in life, you can earn multiple streams of income. I'm not better than you. I'm not more intelligent than you. I don't have more arms than you. There is absolutely nothing that is stopping you. Strategy number 4. Packaging digital products that can serve your audience. Packaging digital products that can serve your audience. Some of you are graphic designers. You are good with graphics. You can create templates. Some of you are good in talking and doing masterclasses. You can do that. Sis Ntsako over here can create an online course. You can do podcasting. There are so many different types of digital products. If you're interested, you can check out my Instagram page. I break it down in full detail. Then strategy number 5, you launch to your audience. You launch to your audience. A lot of you have got amazing, amazing businesses. We just don't know they exist. We literally don't know they exist. Guys, I'm being real with you here because we said we're friends when I started, didn't we? Yes. Friends can be honest with each other, can't they? They can give tough love. We don't know your businesses exist. You are not showing up adequately in the online space. You say you've got an Instagram account, but then when we search, it's not optimized. We can't even find you. When we Google, your name doesn't come up. You haven't even registered your business on Google My Business, but utune business. You launch your business. You launch your product. Strategy number 5. You have a proper marketing strategy and campaign so that we can discover it. There is more than one way of making money. Monetization is about stepping out of your comfort zone to discover the different ways in which you can make money. The final thing I want to leave with you today is to say, our parents mean well. Ugogo nomkhulu mean well. Abomakhelwane mean well. They were raised in an era that is different from the era that we are in today. Today, you can graduate with a degree and not find a job. Today, you can start a business and not find customers. If you want to have a different result, you have to be brave enough to do something different. You have to be brave enough to try something different. Make use of the online space. In the online space, you don't need to pay rent. In the online space, you don't need to pay huge fees in order for people to see you. All you need to do is to be strategic. Arm yourself with knowledge. And then you can be able to move forward. Monetization is for all of us. It's not just for Hetty. It's not just for a few people. It is for absolutely every single one of us. When I began to monetize, I then began to say, okay, is this something that is unique to me, or can we replicate this? And can we replicate it to other industries? I teach business and monetization. What about if someone is passionate about careers? What if someone is a transformation coach? What if someone is passionate about parenting, about relationships? How are we able to help those individuals? Can it work for them? I've worked with different clients for them to be able to monetize in the online space. The results have shown me that yes, it is possible. So today, I want to leave you with the message that it is possible for you. Is it easy? No. Is it easy money? No. But is it strategic? Yes. If you dream of a life for yourself where it's possible to travel and still earn money, monetization's for you. If you're tired of earning once in the month, monetization is for you. If you're willing to step out of your comfort zone and put yourself out there, monetization is for you. It's not easy, Pella, to stand up here and do what I'm doing right now. But that is because monetization is for me. Now the question is it for you? If it's for you, you can then become part of my tribe. You can go onto Instagram, you can follow me on there, pop me a DM and say, Hetty, I saw you on T, and let's continue with the conversation. But yes, monetization is for you. And yes, there is more than one way of earning money. Thank you so much.
Sure. Aye. Yazi ngishaye kuphi, where she said, when you set your goals in rands. Amangathola 50 tower in rands. So she's challenging the way we think about money. Yo, I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. I could just see people were writing and writing and writing and writing, and we appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Please, can we put our hands together one more time for
Thank you.
Hetty, the entrepreneur. So we're going to have a Q&A. Do any of you have any questions that you may specifically want to ask?
Don't be shy.
Maybe they had the questions, but because you can see in the future,
Okay, I
you were
see.
giving them the... Okay, we've got a question here. I've got another question there. So once again, if maybe you missed some of the things she was saying, or you got them, but you want to get them again, like ufuna ukuyimamela futhi, angithi, you can go onto the T Facebook page. Today's session is there. It's been recorded. You can watch it. You can rewind. Please make use of that platform and share the love. Right? We'll use this mic.
Hi guys. Sis Hetty, you mentioned something about, if I can put it in this sense, extending your streams of income in a sense that it is a challenge for, especially for our brothers and sisters, to say that, okay, how do one extend their multiple streams of income if you don't even master one of those? In a sense that you are like, you really can't keep up to deadlines. You really can't keep up to, I think first and foremost, it's deadlines. Some of us are working like a long hour career. Let's just say, for instance, I work long hours, but you look at some point you want to be in a situation whereby like I also run another gig on the side, but I keep up with those without tainting your reputation to say that, but you can't even keep up with whatever. I don't know if you understand.
Yes.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for that question. First and foremost, guys, if we say we can't, we won't. It's that simple. It's actually a full stop. If you say you cannot do something, you won't. But if you say that I want to do something, you will begin to find ways to make it happen. So there's an interesting thing about the brain. The brain doesn't actually recognize the difference between fiction and reality. If you tell your brain that I am a successful entrepreneur, I see opportunities wherever I go, what begins to happen? As you are going along your day, you begin to see opportunities because you've told yourself that. So first and foremost, if you want to monetize, you have to first begin to say, this is something I want to do. I have the capacity to do this. Let me figure out how. That is the first thing. The second thing is that your monetization journey should be something that works around your lifestyle, as opposed to your lifestyle changing for monetization. There's a very big difference. Why is that? We're not saying quit your job. We're not saying quit your business. We're not saying don't spend time with the kids. We're saying those 3 hours that you have available on Saturday morning, instead of watching Muvango reruns, could you possibly invest that time in yourself? Could you? Is it that you don't have time or that you're not managing your time well? Which one is it? You see, when you have made a decision to accomplish something, you will find the ways to be able to make it work. But if you haven't deep down made that decision, there will always be an excuse to not make it work. Before I left full-time corporate, I was working at an investment bank. It was a great job. I just knew that I wanted time and money freedom. Time and money freedom. They are people with money, they don't even have time to enjoy it. They are people with time, they have no money whatsoever. Very few people have time and money freedom. I worked long hours, but when that decision was made, I then began to read books, listen to podcasts, network with the right people. It began to change the way that I think. We didn't have capital, didn't have funding, nothing. So we took a percentage of the salary and pumped it into business. Weekends were no longer our own. We're focused on the business. And we did that for several years until I was able to leave the corporate rat race. We often say, hey, you know what, I want to be able to leave corporate so that I can be in full-time entrepreneurship. Where's the plan? Where's the strategy? Where have you written it down? Is it on your wall so that you see it every single day until it bothers you? If you say you can't, you won't. Full stop.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. My name is Dumelo. My name is Dumelo. So I just want to thank you, Siseti, for what you've shared. It's actually enlightening and has opened a pathway to myself in sense of seeing things not in a singular perspective, but in a broader way. So my question is, the online scene or platforms have so much opportunities that are available, and there are obviously sites that promise a lot of things that you know could actually that are not actually true. So how do we then verify in some of the sites that are there that are available on the platform, because there's a wealth of information on the internet and people are promising this, people are gurus of this and that, we can help you with this, establish yourself, monetize yourself. But then how do we then get to know, or how do we research further into making sure that wherever that we'll be projecting our energies towards in sense of monetizing, is it something that's actually gonna, you know, be beneficial, and it's something that's legit in sense? So that's my question right there.
All right. So first and foremost, it's important for you to do your due diligence. All right? You want to make sure that you do your necessary research. If somebody wants me to be their mentor, they must Google me. Who is she really? Like, really, who is she? Go into detail, go onto their website, go onto their profile, and check them out. When somebody is teaching monetization, are they monetizing themselves? Go and check. I laughed the other day, there's a YouTube video where the guy says how to get 1,000 views on a video, and his video had 3 views. If you follow that person, honestly speaking, whose fault is it? Honestly speaking, whose fault is it? Do your due diligence, do your necessary research so that you're able to get the right information. Secondly, don't be caught up on the things that don't work. Get caught up on the things that do work. Monetization exists. Monetization is working for other people. How can I, as Dumelo, play my role and get a slice of the cake? If you focus on fraudsters or scams or whatever the case may be, that is what you are going to manifest, because that is what you are focusing on. What you focus on multiplies. Every morning I say to myself, money comes to me easily. It flows to me freely and with ease and flow. I earn in multiple streams of income. Do you think it's manifesting? What about the person who wakes up stressing about their bank account? It's not to say it's not a reality, because it is a reality. It's not to say that those issues are not there, because they are there. But when you focus on it, the problem multiplies. But when you focus on changing the situation, all of a sudden you see opportunities that you did not notice before. What you should be doing in the online space is saying, me as Dumelo, how do I carve my path in this particular space? And then the ideas and opportunities will come to you. But if you are focused on not being scammed, guess what you're going to see? you're going to see scams, my brother. Okay.
Sure. Powerful. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
T, once again.
Thank you.
We've got one last question. Yes, my brother.
Sanibonani.
Yebo.
Ukhulani ngegama. Ngiyabonga for lamagama lesinikete wona sisilomsala. But lo muntu ngifuna ukukubuta wona ukuthi I run an ice business, yabo. My packaging it's different from other companies and my competitors. But the issue that I have it's that when I'm about to pitch to Amayaba, like let's say a tavern or something like that, they expect a certain price for amalo ama ice. So at some point, I just for the sake of yazin, I just need a cash flow with again. So what my question is, how do I attack that point? I have this product, and then even though you know more about this product, but what I'm selling, it's compared to different the others that they give, because my issue is like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, keep your mic with you. What's amazing about your eyes?
It lasts longer.
Mm-hmm.
Number one. Number two, it's bigger packaging, so which means you can shukuthi noma ngaletha ama packet i10 it can fill up amatafula la.
Okay.
Yabo. So yeah.
Okay, how does that benefit a business owner? So if this was my establishment here and
Yeah.
you came to me with the eyes, how would it benefit me?
So how would it benefit you? It's gonna last longer on their customers' drinks actually. So the more they pour the spirits, which means you don't need to be pouring more ice and more ice, because when you pour more ice onto your spirits, it dilutes your drinks.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. And then how does the fact that the packaging is bigger benefit me?
You're gonna satisfy your clients.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Do you have, let's say, whether it's a piece of paper or something that shows a comparison between the normal ice that they buy, how often they have to buy it because of how quickly it runs out, the size of which they buy it, and also which shows the frequency that they buy it, compared to your ice and the pricing that you have that shows them the saving that they make because your ice lasts longer and your packaging is bigger?
Logo mangakuyendi, but what I do is that I show my packaging and I do the experiment in front of them to gonna go see how long do they last.
Your packaging means nothing to me. I don't care about your packaging. I'm a business owner. I care about rands and cents. I care about rands and cents. This is the mistake that entrepreneurs make. When you are putting your value proposition, because you have created the product, because you have worked with the product, you are so focused on telling us the features and the benefits that you've forgotten to think about the features and benefits that matter to me, that matter to the end consumer. If you can show me on a piece of paper that if you spend a little bit more here, it is going to give you longer value, which means you are saving more money in the long term, I'll listen to you.
Okay.
You bringing me your packaging, it means absolutely nothing to me. If I think that I'm saving by continuously buying the ice that I've been buying and continuously restocking my clients' drinks even though they finish quicker, I will rather do that. Put your mind and yourself in the minds of your consumer. What matters to them? What is their pain point? Then speak their language.
Okay.
Okay.
Yabong.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Alo sisi yakuhlokoloza. Bakit uhlala phansi at hold that mic? Yo, yo. Just wanting to ask a question. All right. I think there's more questions, but we've got our next speaker. We have to move.
Okay.
We've also got another speaker on the way, Witness. Please share how can people get hold of you? Maybe social media platforms, office number, because I see there's still quite a lot of questions that they want to ask.
Awesome. So what you can do is you can take out your phone right now. You're going to go onto Instagram. You're going to search for Hetty, the entrepreneur, Hetty. Follow me on there. If you want to book a consultation, you need some form of help, I'll gladly, from the tea community, because we're friends now, I'll give you a 50% discount on a consultation. Pop me a DM and let's grow the businesses that are going to change the African continent.
This is T, man. Please can we give a last round of applause to Hetty, the entrepreneur. Thank you so much. Hetty, please could we have a picture?
Sure. Shall I look over there?
Yeah, there's the camera. You can brag now and say, because I'm from T, Bakai, 50%. All right. Thank you so much once again to our online community. Siyabonga kakhulu. We've got Amukelani from Mamelodi. We've got Portia, Samkelo from Midrand, Joseph, also from Tembisa, couldn't make it, who are online, who are sharing the love. Thank you so much. Continue watching, continue sharing the love. And then we have a prize to give away. Bulelani, there is someone in the audience who's just on that social media sharing the love. So Bulelani said we must give them a prize because they are sharing the love. All right? The person who's walking away with a T-shirt, a T-cap, a free copy of my book as well, because you're just sharing the love on social media. Tinyiko? Come on, show some love, show some love. Tinyiko walks away with a copy of the book. There's your prize. Thank you for sharing the love on our social media community. That's your prize. That's your prize. All right, moving right along. Are we learning? Are we enjoying? Fantastic. We have our next speaker, Lethabo Mokoena. I'll read his bio and then we'll share some love and bring him onto stage. Lethabo Mokoena, born and bred at Davidton. He's the founder of Walk Fresh, sneaker, cleaning, and shoe care company. A passionate entrepreneur, NYDA Entrepreneur of the Year, 2017. MNG Mail and Guardian South Africa in 2018. Destiny Man, 40 under 40 most dynamic men in the subcontinent. 2019 Gauteng Premier Special Award in Youth Entrepreneurship. And last but not least, J&B Hive Entrepreneur of the Year 2018 and 2019. He's in the building when he's not cleaning sneakers and shoes. He's a youth startup, strategist and advocate working towards building the township economy. Here to speak to us about his journey and money. Ladies and gentlemen, let's show some love. The T-Way, the T-Love. Please put your hands together for the one and only, Lethabo Mokoena.
Dumalang, how's it, bro? Thank you so much.
Sure.
Like I've been running the whole morning, So ngilibele ngifuna ukubamba umoya. Enjani bafethu? Nbapaya. How you guys doing? My name is Lethabo Mokoena. I'm so happy to be here. Ngicela ukuhlala phansi then ngizophakama mase ngilibele ngikhuluma. Just to catch my breath, ne? I'm really happy to be here. Upubulelani. You look good, bro. Like you're hitting gym, I can tell. The last time I saw you were big. You look good, bro. Bulelani is a very good friend of mine. I met him, I think 17? Yeah, I think 2017 or 16, somewhere there. And I think him and I share a very similar passion, a very similar enthusiasm for township businesses. So he asked me to come speak about my business, how I made my money grow. Guys, if you're an entrepreneur, let's be honest. Managing your money is not the easiest thing. Like, let's just be honest, you know? Especially because our background is different, because since business, it's a lot of the time you start your business with your money, you only look bolega 3,000, and you know only look bolegile mali. Walova nje espanini nje ufuna imali yakhe, you know. So I think us is very different. I've been in spaces where people speak about entrepreneurship and entrepreneurs managing their money, but just like a lot of entrepreneurship books, the backdrop, the backstory, amangamla. Ukuthi umuntu makaqala ibhizinisi, bonke kibo bayaspana, i-time I-CEO kuphi kuphi, une-allowance, une-apartment abamphatalelayo, so his problem is managing his money. When your problem is managing your money and all of those things, ngoba maybe endlela akunamuntu ospanayo, you know? So I always have a love-hate relationship with entrepreneurship books on money, because the backdrop is always from a wide perspective. None of them are speaking about how you run a business who think you have money because you run a business. Do you know what I'm saying? So now you must manage that. And then financial literacy is not one of our strongest points as black entrepreneurs. Would say, market to wash something 50 randi, okay, do you know what I'm saying? So for us, there's so much that we still need to learn and unlearn in terms of when it comes to money. So that's why I don't think it's a topic that we melesi shayla phezulu. And just say, when you have 50 rand, you must take 20 rand to your business and 10 rand to invest it. Okay, sharp, endlini badlana namhlanje. Okay, ngiyabuza, I want to do that. I mean, I'm in business. But then, ingosikerani kusasa, you know? So I really think we have a lot of academics. I went to UJ. I thought I was an academic until I started a business and I realized but I really feel like we need to charge academics with the responsibility of writing books based on black people's lives, books that are relatable. I don't think I'll write a book because I'm imposter syndrome, but I think I'd really appreciate someone to us bind that's based on our black experience. So that's my notes for now. But background, I think maybe I always go to places assuming people don't know me because I don't want to think I'm a superstar. So I'm from Davidson, Walk Fresh. I have Hope. When I was walking in, Hope was like, you even have a tattoo. And I'm always happy when I'm in spaces like this. That's why when Bulelani was like, yo, bro, please come. I was supposed to come at the last one, but I wasn't around. Then I'm like, I'll make time, I'll fly down to Josie and I'll make it happen. And I didn't ask him to pay me, you know, because I was just like, don't be in business, stay at home. Because we're here to talk about managing money. But for me, I didn't even raise that question because I was like, I will never miss an opportunity to come any hood, to speak on business, to share my experience. But more than that, to learn also. You know, I think I'm able to push the business the way I'm pushing it because I'm always learning, I'm always listening to people, regardless of what you do. I was taking advice from this other lady in Kailicha who sells amakwenya and he makes 8,000 a day. And, so when I'm driving past it, there's always a line, So this one morning I'm like, yeah, this is interesting. Like, guys, I've never seen a line engaga yamakwenya. Okay, iba khona line ngasis banbani. But le insane le line le like it's not normal, you know. So ngiyami line in one morning, ngiyambuza lo mama, ngithi mama, like how do you do it? Like, you know, ufaka ushukela wenzani. But for me, what was so intriguing was how focused she is on the business. Amakwenya afika amanye already because unama customer aphuka in advance ngeWhatsApp and business yamakwenya is sophisticated. I was like, yeah. And then I call my office and say, Chance, are we using our WhatsApp right? Like, because now my old lady WhatsApp. So I'm relaying the story because I'm always happy to learn from other entrepreneurs and I'll never miss an opportunity to come speak on my journey and maybe learn, not even maybe, most likely learn from other entrepreneurs. So I'm happy to be here. And I've spoken the Walk Fresh story so many times in Pileniam. This is my 6th year in business. And on average, I don't know how many times, because people still don't believe that there's actually a sneaker cleaning business and there's people who are raising families and who are living and through that, you know. But I always like relaying the story, and I never get tired of relaying it because it's unreal for me. I strongly believe in God, and I'm just always like, hey, God, like, what is this? Which level is this now, you know? Because I'm always grateful, and I'm always waking up and saying, okay, cool, how can I do it more? How can I do it better? Started Work Fresh 2015, and unlike most of my peers, I'm out in about buyer that started their businesses. And this is another problem I have with South African media, actually, where they're so fixed on Itor Zoguti. He was unemployed, so he started a business. You know, every time when people want to interview, they're like, so how did you grow up? Work Fresh, how I grew up, how does that mix? Are you not going to ask me about my cash flow? Ask me entrepreneur-related things, you know, because the South African media is so fixed on from nothing to something. Every year, January, they always post about distinction. This kid used to walk 10 kilometers, distinction. That's not right. Let's not celebrate that. No, so says abahamba 10 kilometers right. No, let's fix that. That's wrong. So the fact this struggle to in that thing is wrong. Like we need to stop entertaining that. That's why when you interview him, I'm like, send me the question first. Change this, I'm not going to answer this, please ask me about this, ask me about this. And I promise you, to a point where I even stopped. I was just like, I'm going to FM or go. How did you start, Ubachel? How did you grow up? Okay, Ubachel. Was your mom a single parent? And it's like, guys, now you want my blood type now, you know? And there's nothing wrong. I think the purpose for them initially was to inspire other kids who come from those backgrounds to say, no, man, even if you're from that background, you can do that. I'm okay with that. That's why I'm willing to share my story. But I really feel like it's time we elevate our thinking as entrepreneurs. Because then, if a kid is listening to me on Metro FM, I'm talking about my life story. I'm not even saying anything about business. Okay, I'm happy to encourage people. But I really want, every time I speak to people, to go home with something. You know, so I'd rather not spend time on dog. Like, I want to say, yo, bro, because it's like every entrepreneur can tell you, hey, dog, I can't open another shop because these ones here, they're stealing from me. How do I fix that? Do you know what I'm saying? So, let's go back to Work Fresh. Started Work Fresh 2015, and I was relaying that story because I didn't start Work Fresh because I was unemployed. Like I said, I went to UJ, studied corporate communications. I'm a brand strategist by profession. I'm also a copywriter. I was working. I was interning at Jupiter Drawing Board, and I was a junior brand, whatever, at Sony Mobile. And I started my business because one day, UJ, I lived in Joburg for 6 years. Then I dropped out of my post-grad of my honors. Then I was like, it's like this girl, I'm a SAP exam. My assignment, and for me, guys, let's go to school. That's for me. Then I came back home, and when I came back home, it goes to you don't see how it is if you're still living in it. You need to step out a bit. Like 2 years. Uvai, uye kwelinye ilokishini. Uzothi mawubuye kasila kuthi labantu abana speed point. You know, because then you realize, you know. So for me, it took for me to go a scalar. Then when I came back, what I realized was that some of my childhood friends in Kulenabo were still where I left them 6 years ago. And one of them, Islam. Critical thinking, but I saw him sitting there every day. He's sitting there, he's not doing anything. And I felt like, and you know how it works, Ekasi, when you come back from school and you've graduated, so paralitabo. I was so paralitabo. Saturday, I had a problem with that. I was just like, this is weird. Why am I paralitabo? School song, but because of the social standard that comes with school and let us be a scale, and as much as we are chasing, I'm like, pay la manch. People don't have information in the township. The problem with the people in the township is that I want information, you know. There's so many opportunities. Oh. So you just up information. Like, oh, dog, You have access to it. You literally have access to it. But now you want to come with your big English. You know what I'm saying? And I had a problem with that. And noma masihleli emashopu sebafuna ukungibiza ngapha nabo. Sesimele shaya amahenezi. So lento le niyenza is strange bafethu. Like, why are you suddenly in your head better off than everyone else instead of you saying, "Echo, espanin sami kunama internship. Apply la ntwana." You know what I'm saying? Because it costs you nothing. You know? So I had a big problem with that. And I kept saying to Machita, I chance as something. For me, I began to think some cheese grill. I want to congeal as I say actually about two. I'm a Russian roll. Because front opposite like in my shop, in my shop, I went to Melody Primary School, I went to Khalema Primary School, and I went to Mabuya Secondary School. I studied ACAS my entire life before varsity. So front of the last plumber kona gune lounge nyana. So being it bafet mas ngapay sama vox roli. Yabo just go in vogue ni busy or something because na melek ngihlale nginika ma-2 why ngikunika 2 like ngiyakwazi why ngikubhadala, you know. Then one day I come back from work. I love New Balance sneakers as a suede, and I had like a couple of them that I didn't know how to clean. So mangizwakala mangibuye Spanini, one of my child friends uKatleho at that time is cleaning his mom's sneakers. Baplomile, bashaya izolo, kuyaxoxwa nje. Umxoxo wasekasa awupheli jo, like awupheli. Mangahlala nabo these guys can tell you how to build a KFC franchise from start to finish. On God. Akutshela ukuthi intwana mina isitoko ama-chips, you know. So I find them normal day bawasha amateki, and I said to them, "Yo, Joe, why don't you get paid for doing this?" Because nginamateki angeke ngokukayona ngoba uzowamosha. But like I think this could be a thing, you know. Yazilahla izinja zami abathi dabahleke yazi. Hayi man mangilibele ngizizwa ngikhuluma ngithi hoy man no indaba la. Then I go on to Google, literally I go to Google and I'm like sneaker cleaning. No one is doing sneaker cleaning. Ngithi amhlolo lo. Ngithi uNkulunkulu akho uze nazo. So I'm like, gents, like let's do this. Mina, I don't mind putting money into this, you know. But it's nix in tang. There's no way abantu bazoskamate abanugayo. Na yikhosi ngasekasi pride. Hi. Joe, facts, Bulelani is a witness. One of the biggest problems we have in the township is not necessarily unemployment, but it's the attitude of unemployed people. It's the attitude. Yo, in Cape Town, majority of the workforce are foreign. I don't like the word foreign people, but for people from outside of South Africa. Because in Cape Town, I put and saws and guas, I put like this guy. And the other guy comes in and says, "Yes, say, don't worry, I'll do it now." You know, so we have that. We have to be honest. We have to be honest. Abantu abanemployed ekhasi bane attitude. Bangitshela ukuthi anta ngamateka nukayo ayolala kuphi. Ngithi yena imhlolo yami. Abantu abangananyuku, abantu abanamali, you know. Anyway, I remember I had an aha moment. I promise I had an aha moment. I called the old lady. And say, "Old lady, azin, kunebusiness ngifuna ukuyiqala, ngifuna ukwasha amateki." And I think a lot of people think my mom would say, "Washa amateki." But what people don't know is that I took myself through varsity. I had 3 jobs in varsity. Ngspana SO, ngspana SLC, ngspana in nursing department, so that I'm able to pay for rent, for tuition, none. So my mom always says, "Joe, if ungazise esikoleni angiboni khona into engahlula." She's just like, "Aye, dog, bangene," you know. But she was then, you can talk on it. Because you must understand, you're a graduate, so ideally, melube intwana yakhe ifike esontweni that Sunday nge-3-piece, upake Audi yakho ngaphandle. But now, mina ngithi ngiyimatekini, you know, she's just like, "Hey, bahlaba strong." Cool. Following day, I used to drive to work, obviously. Okay, that's not obvious. I used to drive to work. Because eskela, benginokuva ngetrain mina. Bengva ngekado. Thina sikhule siva ngekado. So I'm like, "No, man. Ngipaka imoto, ngathenga i-monthly. Ngithatha imali yepetrol, ngathenga istock, ngathenga amabhakede, ngathenga ikoropo." Because I also have a very different approach to funding, you know. Entrepreneurs in South Africa, babatla funding. No, there's no funding in South Africa. Banks don't want to give us loans. You're lying. Number one, and comply. Anamasarsi, anamakoida. But then you want to say there's no funding, and they say, "Okay, we are totally funding. We have out saying amakuchi." Because you're getting funding for something you haven't even gone into. You don't know the workflow problems of those. You don't know the financial requirements of those. But in your head, you want to have money before you even know how to make money, you know? So then I was like, you know what? I'm not going to apply for funding until I understand what's happening. Because another thing with funding is because, okay, personally, I feel like if mina ngiyavaya ngi-NYDA apply funding, bayanginika ngebusiness engayazi. Because you must understand, at that point there was no reference for sneaker cleaning. There was no one I could ask. Abantu bangibuza abantu bayenza ama-laundromat, ukuthi okay, I need a point of sale, ukuthi abantu mabaletha icathulo ngazi ukuthi lezi zakabani, at least umuntu akhona athola sleep, and they were like, I put it in no. And these are some of the best people in laundry services, you know. So I had to like now go back and forth with myself, building it. But following day, buy the material, nyabuye ma shop foods. We are my shopping pesa ma spaghetti, namasaga, ma orange, agents. I mean, some take a second wash mateg, I would assume. You know, how many houses do you drive past on a Saturday morning like this? But nigga mateg pays going. Like you know. So I never say I'm the first sneaker cleaner. That's impossible. Like it's something that just the first quarter, whoa, you just formalized it. This thing has been done for a long time. That's something we also need to do. Start formalizing our ideas, you know. Anyway, nyabuya, gents, I was telling you, 2 guys. Only 2 guys all I can't. Level. Let's start this thing. Long story short. Stella Sispanagabo Sabangi. 2017, we opened a shop in Davidson. 2019, we opened a shop in Soweto. 2019, we opened a shop in Sandton City. 2021, we opened a shop in Canal Walk, Cape Town. Long story short. And I can honestly the story. And when people listen to you, it's such an amazing story, but it's hard for you. That's why I have imposter syndrome. It's hard for you to actually internalize that because of how hard business is. You know, I don't enjoy going to motivational spaces because I mean, it's too optimistic, you know, like I'm just like, okay. Practically, chief. How do I do that? You know? And a lot of the time, and I don't listen to people who are not in business. Don't listen to speakers who are not in business. I don't take advice from people who've never built businesses. But constructive criticism from somebody who's never constructed anything. You've never built anything, but you're saying this is dog, you don't even know the back end of this. But someone who's experienced, uba notice abantu business, iyazithulela. Akubizele site nathi, bro, amfanazini. Ngizamakasonja and akakuforce because uyazazi nayo njani, yabo? So then, but all these other people, no, as a client, customer is always right, really. Okay, really now. Let's be honest, guys, you know? And that's why sometimes it's hard for me to internalize because I'm so obsessed with my business. Every day I'm thinking, okay, how do I move from Sandton to Cape Town? How do I move from, now in Cape Town, I'm like, how do we get to Kenya? Because for me, my thinking is, if it's easy for me to come back. If I go in the deep end, then when I come back, it's easy. If I'm going to shop in Kenya, I'm going to shop at Timbis. I don't think so. If I can open a shop that's my thinking, you know? And also because I'm a big dreamer, and I understand that with sneaker cleaning, not even with sneaker cleaning, but with Walk Fresh, I'm the dartboard. This means I've been in meetings where I'm like, guys, if I clean your sneaker, your boots, is a feminine. Right now it's a health hazard. Good sabantu I corona, but ama boots, but we excess about food. It's a mina cleaning. Yeah, later, I drive past that business. I see young boys doing that. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm happy. So I understand my position in the space that sometimes maybe I just have to be the one who they think I'm crazy. Then 2 years later, lazy. And because that's my thinking, we went as far as manufacturing our own sneaker cleaning detergents. Because, like I said, I'd rather start at the end than work my way backwards. Because I was like, okay, if I'm building a franchise, what would I need as a franchisor? If I run a franchise, what are the things that I would really need? I'm like, okay, there's no way I can franchise in Splash. Because ngizoba interviewing ngikhombi Plash bangikwatele bangasang supply, then my business is stop. Okay, cool. I need my own product. Okay, the point of sale system that I use, it's an online subscription. I can't have 10 shops a platform in yakho wena. Ubona indaba zami. So ubona inyuku zami. Ngelinye ilanga I'm a server kaya, and you know. So then I've built that, you know. Then I built the training manual. It's okay, how do we train people? I built the HR manual because I'm building from a township perspective. I-HR yasekasa ayifani ne-HR yasesingamle ntwana yami namanga ukhokho wami ushonile and mina ngoba akahlali lana uhlala eMatatiela mele just like bro gcwalisa leave form like angali just fill in the leave form bro, you know. No amalanga ngamazophela kumele kupheliwa kabani. Like, you know, so our HR is different and I love it and I always move around with that in mind, you know. So then did that, sneaker cleaning detergents, but what we did with the sneaker cleaning detergents, anyone who follows me online, I always say I'm building an industry, I'm not building a business. I'm building an industry because I'm not happy with the car wash industry, personally. Like guys, I'm not happy, it doesn't make sense to me right now, car wash as a gas. We are parking motor X5 yako, big car. We wash it for like 40 minutes. You pay 60 rand. No ways. That model is flawed. Like I wish ngazihlelisa phansi zonke zakhawash ngechance nizimiseleni. Ngiyazibona ngithenga izindlu ngale ngikhawash or niziboni because it's such a I don't want to say hurtful words. That's right. For me, it's such a small thinking where a person who will take their car, they know they're not paying anything less than $100. But then and you're thinking this person is doing good, but they're just catching their breath. But there's 40 cars. And I'm like, why not you go kiwi? Spanish amateur and polish it. Why not you go kiwi? Sky is the product. So patalamantent. Asbalegi, we as salagupi, na ikawashi. Things like that, you know. So, but because I don't know how to wash cars, technically, I'm full of so I'm like, okay, then I'm going to build this industry the way I think a business, because what's going to happen is that a couple of years from now, go figure you franchise ya makawash, ya mangam lezinye za machuta. By shining, printing a grand, ubulalane, aba printel, ubulana, vinyl, abayenzele, by shining model, and people will pay for that. Because ikasi imali iko na. Don't fool me. If imali ayukekas why or amatebelneza kona go on kamakas. Why? When you have an official business that's doing good, keep a look. I only have a shop in Sandton and in Canal Walk, Cape Town, because what's again, I was like, that's my condition. Because I'm like, why as if we make money in the township, we pay salaries, we buy cars for the company, we do all these things. But now we have a complex in the township entrepreneurs. If you can town, so all the good township businesses are leaving the township, all the corporate businesses are coming into the township. So since and I always say to corporate, but you know, let's have based on the insights, roof nina. What's pansela again? I know the language. I'm from the township. I'm selling to my people. You understand? So how I took, well, I'm assuming how I'm taking the sneaker cleaning business. I'm saying even with my products, I'm not selling it to the end user. I'm not selling to people often maybe now in December we'll just launch one product just to test out the market. But in the past year we've been selling the products. We've sold 5,000 liters of our products, but I only sell it to other sneaker cleaning businesses. Strictly. Because I'm like, I live Gupi Gupi. We have two businesses that we this is just we have two businesses in Tembisa that we supply with our products. And when people want us to come clean sneakers in Tembisa, I said, no, akona machita se Tembisa abawasha amateki sibatshela benze kanjani vaya ngubo. Instead of me giving them the products. And if I give them the products, uzenzele endlini, they don't have, you know what I'm saying? So for me, that's the thinking. And I'm relaying these stories because I wanna take you to my relationship with money. So the years go by, how the NYTA Entrepreneurship Award happens. Yeah, NYTA, inhleli business mfana. Yo, inkinga, they pile up, amateka abantaya moshega, amanya yalahleka. Yo, it's just a lot. It's no, guys, here I'm gonna die here. NYTA bafethu umuntu so I run a business, I employ people, these are my financials. I had financials, dog. Imagine. These are my financials. And but I sneaker cleaning, I saw put we can't give you that money. Ah, guys, but it's a business, it's registered. But no, we've never seen that. Here's another problem with South Africa. We want to solve old problems with old solutions. Unemployment are in Davos. I'm happy I'm live. Unemployment are in Davos, South Africa, because you keep wanting to create employment. How long have you guys been trying to create employment? So many years, but still there's unemployment. Create employers. If you put money behind employers, then the employers will create employment. But we want to hire 50,000 people. Gule 50, 40 a charge. 10 what? Besides John, but it just doesn't work out because it's impractical to hire at that go at once. Unamanga. So years and years, Maya Kankasa Majang 1 million so vote. Jobs. Employers. If South Africa can wherever, but man, no, yazin, asfage ni mali gula ma entrepreneurs, bonit bangayenzani. I promise you. That's what the white people did. They formalized, but okay, so build them a plant. So build them a face. That's why close to every township guna ma firm. So guna ma firm because Sina, how the township was designed, everyone knows this. Bogmele, usi labor camp, kusilaba basebenza bangabi good. Ungasitshela ukuthi awugwazanga ukuza ngoba taxi strike. No. You can walk. You understand? But that was part of their plan in moving their economy as white people forward. They created employers. But Tina, I went into a meeting and this white guy, I said to him, he said to me, 50,000. He's like, okay, I can give you 50,000. Why are you in business? To create employment. I said, no, come back after a month. I'm not going to give you my money because we want to create employment. Yo, I left. I said, yeah, I'm vele. But I hlukumeza abogogo bethu nathi abafuna ukusinika imali. Ngoma ngiyidinga i50. Ngabuya ngabuza iBrian. If ngawale outlate ngibuya after a month. He's like, dog, no one is going to give you money because you want to create jobs. People are going to give you money because you want to make money. Because when you make money, then you want to create jobs. It's automatic. Mawenza imali, awusakwazi ukuyihandle lo thing abantu abazokusiza ukuthi izinto zivaye grand. But we keep wanting to create jobs. Yeah, I employ 10 people. Because also we think that's a badge. We think creating employment is a badge, but are we really creating valuable jobs? Or are we just adding the numbers? Or are we just saying there's 10 people that work for Hangouts? And we're like, okay, minimum major counter 3.5. You know what I'm saying? So for me, go to NYTA, unfortunately we can't give you the money. But for me, if you want me to do something, tell me I can't do it. Yeah. If I was I don't like ultimatums. Don't give me ultimatums. Then I go back and I said to my team, we were all disappointed, we were heartbroken actually, because in our heads, the NYTA was designed for this. And this is innovative. This thing has not been done. Come on, guys. And I said to the pros, you know what? I'm tired of us asking for value from other people. Since we'll run with this thing, you know? And I've seen how this thing works. If you put in enough work, people will come to you. It's natural. Everyone is attracted to a person who works hard. People will call you, because he understands, you can't outwork that guy. Do you know what I'm saying? I said to the pros, kids, we'll do this. And going forward from here on, we don't go to people, they come to us. Because we need to keep proving ourselves because are you sure my sneakers are going to come back? Just because, you know? So we were tired of that. We were just like, Sharp, we get approached by the JNB Hive. The JNB Hive says to us, and my advice to entrepreneurs, I always say this, don't wait. Don't ever wait. Opportunities have to find you moving, because when they find you moving, you're able to negotiate your stake. That time your span is worth 100,000. But because you didn't have a plan, you know? So I said to my team, Let's get all our stuff in order, gents. Let's be compliant. Let's have the strategy. Da da da. We did that. We got approached. Abang approach about what do you need? Ngithi, "Oh, mina ngazi kahle ukuthi ngidinga ishop." And because imali yabantu ngiyayisaba mina, yabo? I will never take investment from an individual, mina, personally. If your aunt wants to give you 100,000, take it. Mina Letsabo, I don't, because ngisaba ukuthi uzokokoteka uzoyifuna. Like a human being, an individual will call you directly and say, "Hey, bro, ngiyabona use Cape Town, manje." You know, but if I take it from a corporate or an organization, okay, if ngifuna ukunginika imali, yenzani company ngina need to. I-company libe negama, nginikwe i-company imali, nginganikwa yini. Imali ingene from a company account to my company account, you know. They said to me, "What do you need?" I say, "Yo, I need a shop." "How much is a shop?" I said, "This is how much a shop is." They're like, "Okay, we'll give you the money." I said, "No, ningangikayini imali, but nama invoice." Because ngifuna ukubalaya, bana lento ukuthi black boys will eat the money. Like, pay the invoices. Paid the invoice. Sayivuli shop 2017 on the 15th of April. End of the month, NYTA yangifonela. This is a year later. Bangifonela. Letsabo, we're so proud of you. You've been nominated for the awards. Because also I know how they work. They always look for something they can attach their name to. They always look for that. And I don't have a problem with that. That's how it is. As long as it's on tabulela. Don't have a problem with it. If use any, give me money for it. Because one way or another, if I use me, no use muntu. That's just how you guys are built. But at least give me money. Give me nyugu, you know? Yeah, you've been nominated. It's okay. Where's the money? But you know, this is an acknowledgement into cards. I can't do acknowledgement. I mean, I'm not talking about salary. I'm not talking about your staging, petty plug, 10 minutes. Okay, cool. Fast forward, and what happens? Sawini awati. I was actually with Bulelani on the day. Sawini awati. Sawiye kasi sa celebration ezinja zami kumnandi. Then they come. They're like, "Okay, how much you need?" It's NYTA. Nenkinga nini. This is why people don't like you. And it sounds like I'm bashing the NYTA, but I'm just bashing institutions as a whole, that when you're a black entrepreneur in the township, there's so many things you must climb just to prove bro. Like, come on, I can do this thing, you know? But I'm saying this because I don't want township entrepreneurs to doubt themselves. The fact that you can run a business, ekasi, with all these other things, obhekane nazo. Mawuhleli namachitha ntanga ubhayikhola. Gents, anginanyuko. Kanjani business? So you have to fight those things, but you still wake up and you do it. You know, I think shout out to you for doing that. And I'm an advocate for township businesses through and through, and I use my time, I use my money, I use my skills to help wherever I can. And I don't like the word helping. People say you're giving back to your community, and to stop there. If I'm part of the community, I can't give back. Ngilapho. Ningathi nina masenisuke masaba nifuna ukuza give back, then ufuna nami. It's your thing. I don't have a problem with that. Just not me, you know. I'm not an Achashem case. I work and I'm an entrepreneur. Put me head to toe with any boy from wherever. Because I know what I'm doing and I'm investing in what I'm doing and I spend my nights doing what I'm doing. Because you think I just clean sneakers. Awucabanga ukuthi lo mfana lo wazi kanjani makunama All-Star i4, a-white, abo size 7. Wazi kanjani ukuthi yamiphi? That's the thinking I do. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? So I think I just really want to send a shout out to you guys. And with money, it's a tricky topic to talk about because no one has it figured out. Entrepreneurs who want to say, that's why there's coaches. I-account business this should be normal, but you see umuntu I adjudicate ama awards with Eskom every year, and we look at people's financial accounts. So ama entrepreneurs acabanga ukuthi ahlakaniphile. Ema financial accounts wakho uyasho ukuthi we made this. Siyakwazi ukwagoqa ama financials. Our accountants, our friends, we able to show you what we want you to see. One thing is called the Bible. I-bank account yakho is the Bible. Ayikhulumi manga. Angeke uswapela hangout ubuye uthi I was buying stock or i-bank account yasho ukuthi tops. Siyabona ukuthi somnike imali ye tops lo, you know. So you have to differentiate between things like that. You have to take your business seriously because everything you do now, people want to bathi no ngizozilungisa. Uzozilungisa ini? Because that thing is on a bank statement. Ayilungiseki. ayikambeka manga, it's there. And now kuthina nobulelani isijutene nenja yami sathi anta ngayibona masingakhipha 50-50 sakhala intana zasekhaya. Most nigga statement sakho ithi konje le ndawo le, what's that proper konka in ngisa ayita ngalezodla imali yethu. Angeke sukugaya. So you have to start those little things, manage your money like that, differentiate from your accounts, pay yourself a salary. No matter what, 5 clipper, pay yourself a salary. What I used to do with WorkFresh when I was starting out, because I couldn't afford to get a salary. Here's another thing in the books, they say, pay yourself first. Lo muntu lo support abantwana abayi-5. Anginamntwana. You want me to pay myself first? Like the background is different, you know? But because when you're white, you can pay yourself first, mchana, you know? So you have to make those differences. So I mean, I'll pay myself a small salary, then ngibe nama company allowance. I-company ngithelele petrol, i-company iyenzeni, i-company iyenzeni. You know, so those are the little things that you can do that a couple years later, even when we look at your financials or your bank statements, we're able to say this person is responsible. Because we're not naive to the fact that imali ayikho, you're living from hand to mouth, but you're responsible at least. Therefore, we can trust you with other things. That's why I've never applied for funding ngangayitholi. Because I'm like, "Oy, no live mina." You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to take questions. I'm going to take questions quick, but I think in 10 minutes. Unfortunately, after this, I'm going to have to run because I'm hosting an event actually back home. So I can't say if our sakuluma or kuluma after la. Unfortunately. So do I have questions? Okay, one. Isasha. 1, 2. Okay, I start pocket. I saw you first, my bro.
Hey man.
Straight, I'm out of time.
So, my question actually is about like your sneaker cleaning product.
Say that again?
Your sneaker cleaning product.
Yeah.
It's like how does a sneaker cleaning company that is already in business get a hold with your people, get the product? And on top of all that, I just want to encourage you to say, to thank you first for honoring Bulelani's invite to come here and talk to us, people who are already in the industry doing what you are doing. I just want to encourage you to say, hey man, keep going. You're doing great. I can only imagine at the level where you are, what kind of challenges you're facing. Because I'm here at a very, very small scale, but I'm facing like, crazy challenges. But I can imagine you at your level. When we look at you, we're inspired every day. We read your stories, we listen to you. And I just want to say, hey man, you're doing great.
Thank you so much.
And we are proud of you. Keep going.
Thank you
Sure.
so much. Thank you so much, bro. With regards to our products, you can send the team a DM or you can email us at stock@workfresh.co.za. Like that email is for products. And to speak on you saying the problems I'm dealing with, here's another thing entrepreneurs don't tell you, the stress. Mongaya at that hospital, ma depression and entrepreneurs pela. This past Saturday, I was at the shop in Canal Walk. I couldn't breathe, shy anxiety attack. Like I had my first anxiety attack on Saturday because the stress is crazy, my bro. Like it's insane. But that's what keeps us alive. That's when we wake up. Oh, then when I had that anxiety attack, when I went to my Facebook, you know that Facebook on this day 5 years ago, I saw on that day I had just employed Makeke. Makeke was a Nyaupe boy. What's my go rehab? I'm fucking WorkFresh. And I was like, then I can do this thing. It's fine. Let's keep going. So thank you for that, my bro. Second question. Oh, that's right.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Thandiwe Mahlangu. So I just wanted to ask, since you understand izinto zasekhaya and you grew up there and all that, you basically know good to have expenses and everything, I have a business, I have expenses and whatnot. I know I'm able to do more money. I know I can. But now the trick is, how do you break from you working towards expenses and then done? And then you can't, like content. Like, how do you push yourself to working beyond my expenses and all that?
I have an answer. We also have fear as entrepreneurs to stretch ourselves because we're already dealing with this stress. You're just like, manga vulenye shop, I'll be in trouble. How you grow in that you add more expenses. You know, that's what I do. I'm expensive. I get paid, everyone gets paid, the petrols are there, I'm not debit order our pumpy. It's you know, because that's how you grow.
it's so easy to be complacent. And no one, as an entrepreneur, no one is gonna push you. No, even your team is just like, "Thina siyahola, siya, hayi thina," you know? But it becomes your responsibility. And how I do it, I incur more expenses. Because what that also means is that you have cash flow. When we look at your financials, we're like, oh, flip. Even though this person didn't make a profit, but in revenue, they know how to handle $1 million. Akayenzange ekhanda $1 million. Ma uyazi ukuthi indlulile ezandleni zakhe. Therefore singamnika 2, then simguide. So how I grow, I push myself. Might frustrate abachita blind. Best we used to fake container, then I built a 2-room as an office. Ngathi no, if it's sesintwe ngale office lena, sizenza ama superstar like us. As in office in. Then we moved into an office and we created a head office. You understand? So I don't, and people, when it's tough, people say, you must cut expenses, you must cut your expenses. I don't do that. I increase the sales. Mangibona ngathi ngiyakhameka ngithi bafethu sidinga imali. We need a sales strategy. Masingagcoka amaphipha yelo sami emarobotini sabanika ama-flyer kuzoyenzakalani. That's how you need to think as an entrepreneur. Myself, I don't know how other people do it, but how I do it, I say, okay, what else can I add that's going to need money? Because then, if you need eating imali, it means if it needs $50, you're probably going to make 70. And that's how you grow. You understand? Yeah.
Hi.
Told you I had an answer.
Hi. My question is regarding Mali. Ne? Let me say, Guti, you're selling something ka 100 rand and your profit is 50 rand. How do you get to divide the money? Remember that you all have expenses here. Mali angena. Ngicela imali yesinkwa, ngicela imali yegesi, ngicela this and that and that and that. How do you actually get the discipline to deal with such finances?
Inkinga imali yesinkwa. Siqale lapho sis. Hayi. Why icela imali yesinkwa ebhizinisini, bro? I'm playing. See, here's how I do it. The easiest way to lose track of your money is to always take it out. Mama sicela imali yami, mina work fresh buyers. If sikoloto umuntu, kungasi Thursday angeke simkhokhele if it's not a Thursday. We can SARS, somtshela naye SARS Thursday, sibhatala abantu ngama Thursday. Because then that way we also able to track. On that Thursday, who did we pay? We go on the Thursday transactions, so. You understand? Unlike Gucci, namhlanje sifuna igesi in. And into ongayibona ama-change wakhona. Awubona phela lapha ama-change wakhona. Because the change is 7 rand, angeke ulandelele 7 rand. You understand? But then if you set a day, you say on this day we'll pay everyone we owe. The payroll is on this day, petty cash expenses, whatever are on this day, then you're able to track it. Last question, last question.
Hi everybody.
Can you do 2 more? Cool.
Hi everybody, how you doing?
Thanks so much.
My name is Kopano Molefe. Let's have Mukwena do it. Cops, yeah. There's a cops that you know, Ono Kelezalena Koyuche. Yes, mutual friend. Bro, I just want to tell you, man, you inspire me a lot. I've been following you from back in the days, from when you won the Zansi competition, that business competition on SAPC 1. Do you recall that? Yeah, so yeah, man. Yeah, I even have that saved on my laptop. You know, I've watched that a couple of times, and that inspired me to open my own sneaker washing company.
Serious?
We based Motembisa by the name of Skoon Kicks, and yeah, man, I'm looking forward to just the growth and how do you. Another question I wanted to ask is how do you get product because I've been trying out different products and I'm not happy.
Into kala, la bantu abayenza leyo products abakwazi, number 1. Number 2, abakwazi ukwasha amateki, even them.
Okay, yeah.
These sneaker cleaning products are made by people who've never cleaned sneakers. Iyangixaka lento. But anyway, conversation yam now le nje. Send us an email, stock@workfresh.co.za.
I'll do that.
Some
man.
packages swabhayisayo and special, so check that out.
Salute, man.
Last question. Esan, okay. Njam. Actually, to ringa masvara. Okay, sharp.
Okay, Sanbonan, my brother, you say, so my question is basically based on, I know it's quite easy for like product-based businesses, it's quite hard for service-based business in terms of like, I had problems actually with pricing my product, especially for service-based businesses, since it's based on
What do you sell?
We help small business to sell their products online. So we create e-commerce platforms, basically websites. So we create that, even an app. So that's what basically we do. So I had problems, especially last month, whereby one client came to us and was like, He wanted a student management system. So we did that. And then after doing that, I realized no, because I realized that it seemed like I charged him very low. So because of the work that I did, designing and creating that, I felt like, no, I charged him very low. So I had problems with how then do I price my product.
How do you cost your product?
And this is actually another thing that I want to ask. So sorry, it's based on what he said. It didn't get what we church with what he said. He said that you cannot run a business and a non-profit NGO at the same time. I have a question on that because last year I created this platform whereby I'm helping grade 12 students. So
okay,
that
Njayam, I see rap. Your question, I'm sorry to cut you. Your question is that how do you cost your services, right?
How do I price? Yeah, something like
How
that.
how do you know which I'm not undercharging or overcharging?
Something like that.
Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Is that the only question?
I wanted to ask basically because what you said initially, which is my pending question.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to, that's what I'm saying. So let me answer your question because I think maybe we can just squeeze in one more question. What you do, especially when you run a service business, your time is not actually what you give, your money is not what you give the client, but the time you spend on your laptop. So then you have to figure out and say, let me make an example. When I speak, I have a rate card. When I speak, I have a rate card where I say to people, for 30 minutes, I want this much. If I'm a guest, if I'm part of a focus group, I have a rate card. How I cost that is based on my time. I say, okay, if I'm at Workfresh and I'm cleaning a sneaker or I'm running the business, how much am I worth an hour? Okay, Mina, at Workfresh, I'm worth this hour. How do I know that it's because of my salary end of the month? I divide that by hours. Okay, should say I'm worth this much. Therefore, whatever hours I'm going to spend on your projects, literally, if I'm building a point of sale, whatever you build, I'll set the time and say, okay, I'm switching on the laptop here. I'm starting to work on this. The hours that you put in, then you say, you charge people, it's okay, whatever the project is, minimum an hour, I charge 400 Rand. If I'm going to spend 6 hours on a project, do the math. Then you come back and say, how much am I paying for my laptop? How much am I paying for the softwares that I use in my laptop? You understand? How much am I paying for the data in Hispanisai? You get those costs, then you filter them into your hourly hours also. Usfaka lapho, then you have 1 hour, and you say to a client, before I even see what you want me to do for you, Njayam, this is my hourly rate. And that way people can negotiate you and say, fast. Because we do that thing as clients where we're like, fast, but it's a process for me. Like I need to make sure that it's dried, I've sprayed, none. But because I've already set my price and my turnaround times, it's in paper, you can't negotiate it. I hope I answered your question, bro. Cool.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Lethabo. Siyabonga, Poza. Thank you for coming through.
Yeah.
We are, Auskawa? Yeah, let's sharp us net. Thank you so much, my brother, and we wish you all the best with your business. And continue being a blessing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Poza.
guys.
Stella, before Vane,
Oh.
Ushai Stombe, with the mic. I shy. All right, one more time. A round of applause for Lethabo. Our last speaker is, that was powerful, eh? That was powerful. It's lovely when you have someone who understand the challenges that we are going through. Right, we really appreciate it. Lethabo, ba connecta kanjani now? Social media. Mike.
Okay, so yazi mina ngenja abantu abayenzani baba connecta ne Workfresh yabo. Workfresh SA. It's Workfresh SA. Let me tell you why. Akusukuthi maybe in abantu abaningi babangfollow ngishaya anxiety mina yabo. Honestly, like yangishaya, that's why I'm a work influencer. Because I'm a parent, but why? I'm buying follow. So please follow Workfresh SA on Instagram, on Facebook, all the platforms. The handle is the same one. Then if you wanna follow me, it's Lethabo _Ofresh. And at your own risk, you follow me at your own risk. Me, I talk about what I want to talk about. I'm uncensored. Good luck. I hope you enjoy that. But I preferably Workfresh SA. Thanks, guys.
at your own risk. All right. Snama exhibit ngaphandle. So can we please get in the exhibitors? Two exhibitors. The exhibitors. Can we get them inside? Can we get the exhibitors inside to come and tell us about their businesses? Exhibitors. Remember, once again, you can catch this session on the Facebook page. It will be there for weeks and months and years. Today's session. Please do share this session as well. All right, exhibitors, are you here? Are you here? All right, come through, my brother. Come, Tinyuko, fast. Time is money. All right, we have our first exhibitor. Can we get the other mic, please? All right, my brother, we're going to give you 2 minutes to tell us who you are and what your business is about. The platform is yours, brother. Your name? Musa. All right, Kuparisha Peleng Musa Matoho, one of our exhibitors. Let's show Musa some love. And then, Nambil. Energy? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's, you tell them, my brother. Musa, your 2 minutes starts now.
Okay, Mjani. Hi, Pugil. My name is Musa. I'm from Ngoma and Health 360. So we are here to promote natural health herbs. So, Tina, if you have problems, endlini, uthola ukuthi ubaba 2 minutes noodles or 3 minutes, angikhona. Ungawari, I'm not a traditional healer, but ngiyi-doctor. So, mawuthola ukuthi ufuna ukukhulisa ingcwele azikhuli kahle ehela nayo ngathi ayisabonakala. I'm your person. Come and see me by the table. So, nasendlini uthola ukuthi ufuna umntwana uyabamba libambeki liyayekeka. Ozizongibona manje nizokusota. Angifuna ukumosha isikhathi senu. I2 minutes yami I think iphelile. La ngiphethe umhlonyana. Lo mhlonyana lo ungawuthola ku Take a Lot or certain store eSpa or eCambridge. Ukuthi nawe uzokhona ukuthi uzivikele kulesifo sikhona sama COVID nanana. Ngiyabonga Bhoza. Thank you.
Is that all, my man? Is that all? You still got another minute. How much is it?
Yes, they can come and
Okay, so they can come outside?
Yes.
All right, fantastic. Our next exhibitor.
Okay, hello everyone, I'm Tinyiko, the founder of Manifest, the company. Okay, well, I didn't tell you about it. So, as I mentioned to you guys, I'm very passionate about teaching about financial literacy. So, I've got this thing here written. I made mistakes with my money. This is after varsity, as I mentioned before. And Hakishebile, I think that we can actually solve the problem by teaching them while they're young. So, Manifest Kids is one of my companies, and what we do is that we focus on the kids. So here, I've got some of the products that I sell, and Letantola Kontle for a proper demonstration of especially this one, because it's electronic, ne? I'll give you the prices, Kontle, like please be free, ne? But more than anything, I want to let you guys know, Hore, the reason why we struggle with money is because we were not taught about it. And by, creating this company, I'm trying to solve that problem. If you have a child, please come to me. If you have a nephew, a niece, trust me. If urutangwana saver hasalimnyani, it's gonna make the biggest difference. And as I mentioned before, guys, I love kids, guys, when it comes to this, ne? So if you have maybe a crash or unale a plek enka tholang bana ko teng hore re kgone ba ruta, please let me know. For all my details, you'll find me outside. Oh, please, guys. So I'm a young influencer, financial influencer. I'm more strong yana go Twitter. I just started, but I'm on Twitter, and I am at Tinyuko Ngobeni. Please, go back contacting, and we can maybe find a way to work together.
All right, fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you. How much are the tins? Budget or not? Because some people might be in a rush, and here's the opportunity. Budget, costing. How much is what?
Okay, so this one here tin is 20 rand, and then we've got these cute wallets for Bomugiao. These one go for 75 rand. And then these electronic piggy banks go for 300, but I'm running a special for 250. Please guys, go para little bona demonstration. This is so cool. It makes saving so fun for the kids.
How long does it take?
You mean in
Demonstration.
Nix, ang kira kya alabon sa 20 rand ki Kenya ibereka biang. It's
Do
like
it.
an ATM. Okay.
Do it. Do it.
Where's the money? Oh, okay. So the first thing, guys, it takes coins. You can just insert your coins here, and then it also acts as an ATM. Ne? Thing is, guys, kinali natural, but it's tumbe. Okay, you need it's electronic, so you need a battery. Oh. Yes. Thank you so much. So, the child, imagine I wanna how, okay. Yatirala. Okay. Okay. I don't know why it's like this. Is it?
Okay, work it out, and then we'll still give you the opportunity.
Okay. Thank you.
No, relax. Sayilungisa, ayenza izinto, then come back again, because we want to see it live, ne? Yeah, we want to see it live. So, Tamaloyeta, witness will speak, and then we'll give you the opportunity again. Yeah, please. Kupa Leshapeling, Tinyiko, and this amazing business. A round of applause. Thank you so much. We have a question online. I just want to get to the online. Sylvia, thank you so much. Time and money freedom, networking with the right people. Heti Kista. That's love from Facebook. She says, does the 50% apply to people who are watching on Facebook? So, Sylvia, it does. 50% till we're not really taller. Ngobeni, Unasia, you must do product costing, calculate all your expenses, plus produce, then put a markup and divide by the number of products. Then you'll know what to charge in order for you to have a profitable business. Thank you for sharing that knowledge. Ubonolo says, wow, thank you, Ausheti. A lot of love you're getting. Sylvia, change your mindset. Sylvia also says, congratulations to Diniko. Thank you, Heti. Thank you, Heti. Can you please share with us your Instagram page, which you did? So that was to our online community and family. Keep sharing the love. Keep sharing your comments. Keep sharing your questions. We appreciate it. Right. Let's move on to our last speaker. Our last game changer. He's a friend. His name is Witness. Is Witness here? Witness is here. So for those of you who don't know Witness, who is Witness? Witness is the founder and CEO of Quality Growth International, a dynamic property investment, development, and management company. A property investor, visionary leader, writer, and successful businessman. He's got his book outside, It's More Than Just Money. Please get yourself a copy of that book. It's more than just money. I thought I knew about money, and then I got that book. And it just completely changed my mindset around money. So, briefly, built back rooms at their home in Tembisa. Mfanalai Tembisa. He's with us in the building. He holds a Bachelor's of Business Administration degree with a double major in Marketing and Strategic Management from Midrand Graduate Institute. There is more, but we'll leave that up to him. Coming to talk about money, money, money. Zaga, building investments. Ladies and gentlemen, let's show some love. The T-way, the T-love. He's in the building. Please put your hands together to the one and only Witness Daga.
Good afternoon, everybody. How are you? Are you good? Great. Talking about money. Should we talk about money or should we talk about the process of acquiring money? Which one do you want? You want money or you want the process? You want the process. I'm glad that you would rather listen to someone who's going to tell you about the process rather than someone who's going to tell you about money. Because one thing we hardly think about when we think about our dreams and the things that we want to accomplish, be it in our personal lives, in our families, in our businesses, and even as a country, we forget that there's something called the process. And it's very important for you to understand the process, you know, starting from where you are and getting to the level where you want to be. You know, and as a businessman, as an entrepreneur, sharing with other fellow entrepreneurs and business people, what I would want to leave you with is to leave you with something that you can practically apply in your personal life and see it working, rather than just coming here and giving you motivation. You know, a lot of people would say we are motivational speakers. I shy away from that because although we do share motivation, the most important thing for us is to help build the nation. And the only way you build the nation is by sharing practical skills that people can apply. You know, it's one thing to hype people up, but it's another to make sure that I've shared with you certain things that can twist your mindset or change your mindset to put you in a level where you can practically apply certain things in your life. You know, so he talked about money. Sbu says I'm going to talk about money. But the main thing that we need to understand is that there are two processes to making money. Two processes. You know, it's either we do what we call active work, be it work in your job, if you're employed, work in your business, or work, any kind of work, whether you're freelancing, whether you're doing consulting. So for you to earn that money, you have to be active. So there has to be something that you are doing for you to make the money. So basically, if you don't work, you're not going to get paid. All right? So most people find themselves there because that's where we all start. We all start where if for you to make a certain amount of money, you need to be working every single day. And then you've got what we call passive income, right? So what I was describing just briefly was what we call active income. So that income is active. It's dependent on whether or not you are putting in the work, right? It's dependent, like there's some of you sitting here right now. For you to be here, you pay the cost because you had to leave your business, you had to leave your stall, you had to leave certain things that you're supposed to be doing to make money to come here. And by sitting here, you're not able to make that money. So which tells us that there aren't systems in place for you to be able to make the money whether you are there or not, right? And for you to make the money whether you are there or not, we need to develop what we call passive income, right? So my whole work is centered around passive income. So that's the one income that I love the most. It's the income that I prefer to make. I don't like working. I don't like being active all the time. I love my time. For me personally, I don't think that our whole purpose and our whole ambition should be to wake up every day to slave. Our whole purpose and our whole ambition is to set up our businesses in such a way that even if you decide not to go to work, the business will continue to make you money. And that's where I think all of us should be as an entrepreneur. I think that's where our thinking should be. You know, so before I get in and continue, I just want to tell a brief story of where I come from. It's right, I grew up in Tembisa. I was raised by a single parent who is a nurse. Cut a long story short, she had a stroke in 2008. But before that, she had found out that she had overpaid her house by 150,000 rands. A single parent, she had overpaid her house by 150,000 rands. The bank contacted her and told her that she needs to get this money. She took that money, must have been about 17, 18 at the time. She built back rooms at home in Hospital View. And she bought me a car at the time, right? Some of the money bought back rooms, some of it bought me a car. And then she said to me, if you want to go to university, you must manage the rooms. You must manage the people that are going to be renting from you. And that's literally how I got introduced to property, right? I remember the first tenant that gave me money in my hand. His name was Julius Kotokwa, and I'll never forget that guy. You know, so Julius is the first tenant that gave me money because he came wanting to pay, and my mother said, no, you don't give the money to me. You give the money to my son, Witi, and every single month you'll be paying rent to him. And that's how I was literally brainwashed, because as a young person, I had never worked before, but I was now getting money every month. So something was happening to my thinking, that here I am, whether my mother is here or not, right? Because there was a time where she spent months in hospital because of the stroke. She was hospitalized. But at that time, I was collecting rent every month. Although some of the guys were dodging me, in fact, I said something about Julius. Julius didn't pay rent for a month or two. And then he wrote me a letter and said, if you sell my things, I will kill you. And then he left. I haven't seen Julius since then. Well, I sold these things. And what I'm trying to say is that around that period, it was quite difficult, but the learning curve was starting. Needless to say, I did eventually graduate using the backroom money to pay for school fees with the assistance of my mother. And then I obtained a Bachelor of Business Administration degree as well as a postgrad in project management. And I've worked for 14 months for a marketing company. Like you heard, I've got a double major in marketing and business management, adding the project management. I worked for 14 months, and then I realized that actually what I really want to become is an entrepreneur. You know, at the time, I had run a recycling company before. We were recycling bottles. I then went into construction, and then I was working for the marketing company. Then I decided I want to be in property full time, right? That is the business that I want to do. Yeah, that's the long and short of how literally it started. I was empowered by my mother, but it gave me an understanding of what passive income is. You know, like I said in the beginning, there's active income, then there's passive income. And as business people, we need to find a way to set up systems in such a way that we make passive income from our investments in our businesses, right? So there are 4 levels of wealth. 4 levels of wealth. The first one is the rat race. Most people find themselves in the rat race, whether they run a business or they work for a company. You know, guys like doctors, guys like lawyers, some engineers as well, if they do not go to work and work physically, they do not make the money. You know, I heard someone saying that how do they bill? Without them physically sitting down and doing the work on their computer, they will not get paid, right? But that's where we all start. If you are working right now, for you to make money, for you to get an income, right, you have to be working. And then you have what we call financial independence. So guys that are in financial independence have passive income streams. You know, I gave you an example about back rooms where you've got tenants giving you a certain amount of money every single month, right? That is what we call passive income. Whether you work or not, you get paid, right? And then you've got guys like me that have written books. Whether I work or not, somebody buys a book. You only write a book once, and you get paid forever if you're smart about it, right? So that's called passive income. And then you've got guys like Hetty that have got monetized systems online, right, that are running. Every single month, they get paid because of work that they did long ago, and that work continues to pay them. Mark Zuckerberg gets paid for a system called Facebook, right? He can sit at home, an entire team of people are going to run the business. It is continuing to make money from advertisements, and it is because of a system that is put in place for him to receive passive income. Are we clear? Okay, so there, and then you've got with financial independence, right? When somebody says, I'm financially independent, it means the amount of money, right, that they are making from their passive investments is equivalent to their monthly costs. So I'll give you an example. If your monthly cost, the cost of living maybe, or whatever your expenses are, is 2,000 rands, and you make 2,000 rands from your passive income, then you are financially independent. Are we together? If your monthly costs are 200,000 rands, and you make passive income worth 200,000 rands, you are financially independent. You are not rich, you are not wealthy, you're just financially independent. If your monthly costs are 2 million, and you make 2 million from your passive income, you are financially independent, you're not rich. Even if you make 200 million a month, and your costs are 200 million a month, you are financially independent, irrespective, because it all goes by the level you want to play in, right? But the fact of the matter is, if your cost of living is X amount, and the money that you make from your passive investment products is that exact amount, then you are financially independent. And then you've got what we call, and then obviously, if you have an emergency there, right, for some odd reason, you need to chip in 20% of that money, you need to go back to work, then it messes up your process, right? You can't live passively because it is the exact amount that you are making from your passive investment that is equivalent to your costs or your expenses. And then thirdly, we've got what we call financial freedom, right? For you to be considered financial freedom, you need to be making twice the amount of what your costs are. So if your costs are 2,000 rands, your passive income needs to be at least 4,000 rands. Passive income. Awusebenzi mntana sekhaya. Bakunika ama-room, whether kuse Ivory, whether kuse Alexander, whether imikhukhu eyi-5 ikunika imali, uthola 4,000. You are financially free. If you are making twice the amount of what your costs are. So if your costs are 20,000, right? Your monthly expenses are 20,000 and your passive income is 40,000, right? Then you're financially free. It's financial freedom, right? If your costs are 2 million, you need to be making at least 6 million, twice the amount. You need to be making at least 6 million from your passive income. Then we consider you financially free. Can you see? Now, this will all depend on what your appetite is, the kind of lifestyle that you want to live, right? It is said that there are two ways to make a man wealthy. You make him wealthy by increasing his income, or you make him wealthy by curbing his expenses. What that means is, if let's say you are making your costs are 2,000, and you are making 2,000, right? For you to be considered financially free, you will work and increase your income to 6,000, right? Because you want to be financially free, meaning you want to keep your expenses the same while you increase your income. Or you're going to reduce your expenses. You reduce your expenses while you keep your income going up. So as you reduce your expenses, your level of wealth also increases. If you are unable to reduce your expenses, then you focus on increasing your wealth. Those are two ways you can be rich. Really, right? Increase your income or decrease your expenses. Now, lastly, the last level is what they call financial wealth. Now, financial wealth is you making 3 times the amount of money your expenses are from your passive income. So if your expenses are 2,000 rands, you are making 8,000 rands from your passive income. Awuvugi, you are always sleeping, you drink coffee if you want to, you say, no, I'm not coming into the office today. I made X amount from my book, I make X amount from my website, or I made X amount from my rooms, right? 3 times the amount. Then you're financially wealthy, right? So meaning if your expenses are 10,000, you need to be making 40,000 from your passive income, right? So there, for you, you will decide, Guti, do you want to remain at that level where you are living on 10,000 rands, or you want to increase? And remember, as you increase your expenses, you are literally also decreasing potentially level of wealth from a higher level to a lower level, based on that. But if you triple or quadruple your income, then what you're literally doing is pushing yourself to the next level without increasing what your monthly costs are. So we're all entrepreneurs here, and we know what our costs are, and we know what the level of wealth that we perceive or want for ourselves is. You know, we know what the lifestyle that we want for ourselves is. You know, some people cannot live on 10,000. Some people can only live on 200,000 a month, right? But for them to be considered financially wealthy, they need to be making 800,000 every single month passively. They don't have to work for that income. So now, the task that I want to live with you today, because I just want to nudge your thinking, you know? That's my job. My job is to nudge you, to get you to think differently about this thing, right? Then the task is, whatever your costs are every single month, are you able to double that income without actually working, right? So maybe you could start and say, from money that I'm making from my business, how can I channel my business in such a way that I can buy myself a property, invest in an investment that's going to give me X amount? Or how can I channel my money in such a way that I can put it in Bitcoin and it gives me X amount every single month so that I can live either financially independent, financially free, or financially wealthy? Are we together? And in all of that pursuing of wealth, obviously there are certain things that come into your life and they disturb you as an entrepreneur. I mean, we've got things like the pandemic that happened globally. Whether it's manufactured or it's the real deal, that's another story, but there is a pandemic, right? And it affects businesses. So meaning, if you live a certain lifestyle, and maybe the lifestyle is too high or too low, the pandemic actually affects you if your income goes down, right? So meaning, the channeling of our thinking should be, Noma ungayenza 100 million every month. If you have to work for that 100 million, you are not independent, you are not free, and you are not wealthy because you are forced to work for it. Who wants to work forever here? Is there anyone who wants to work forever? No one. No one wants to work forever. So we all want to be free. So even if someone says, I love my job, they don't want to be forced to go and do it. Right? So, for instance, if you want to maybe go wherever and spend as much time as you want, and you don't want to be bothered, you want to be able to do that. We all desire that. It's a God-given desire. You know, if you believe in God or you believe in the Bible, you know that God gives us desires. And sometimes, and most of the time, our desire is all to be significant and to be free and to enjoy life without any worries and stress. Who wants stress? You can take all my problems if you want stress. Because we all have that. You know, in as much as we come and we share our experiences, there are certain things that happen in our personal lives that hinder, you know, or disturb the process of us achieving the things that we want to achieve. But we go back every single day to the drawing board and say, how do I move on to the next level, irrespective of what has gone wrong? You build a business, you are working at it, your mother dies. I know it has happened to me. You build a business, maybe you are married, you're working with your partner, you are pushing, and it gets to a point where your marriage must end. That has happened to me too. So as an entrepreneur, how do you rise up irrespective of what is going on? And the systems that you build in your business keep you going, even in occasions where you are not able to work, when you are not able to perform because you are going through personal trauma of your own. You're going through personal challenges of your own. Now, if you've built these systems around your business, and you've built your business in such a way that it can exist without you, right? One of the other ways that you build systems within your business is to make sure that you've got competent people that are working for you. You don't become too quick to hire, but you become very fast to fire, right? Take your time to hire people because this is your bread. This is what you are building for your family, for your kids, for your legacy. This is what investors are entrusting to you every single month or year when they take their money and put it in your hands and say, I'm going to believe in you, I'm going to invest in you. So the minute you take that and just hire just anybody, you are literally risking that trust that they've put in you. And the trust that investors or customers or anyone that is a stakeholder in your business put in you is your capital. Being able to be trusted is your capital. Now, I'm not blowing my own horn, but I'm very sure if someone has money in here, they would potentially want to invest with me. You know why? I know my story, and I can back up my story. And I've got the experience to show that I've put in the work and I've delivered before. It's all got to do with what is the value that you are giving into the market. Can we look at you and say, my sister, you know what? I've seen the work you've done elsewhere, or you've worked with so-and-so, and he told me about you. And because of that, I want to work with you. That's the value you bring into the marketplace. So the trust that people give to you becomes the asset and the capital that works in your favor when you do business. That's why you don't make promises that you cannot deliver to your customers, to your investors, or anyone that you work with. You know, I don't want to take too long. If you want to hear more, you must buy my book. It's more than just money, a guide to escaping the red race and building generational wealth. We've got to stand outside. Because you are here, you are attending tea, and Bulelani is my friend. The book usually goes for 275. You can get it for 220. But I'm a good salesman. Shame. Shame. So as an entrepreneur, you must do sales. You must believe in yourself. You must trust in yourself. When you speak, you must even believe the things you are saying. Even if you're lying, believe it. Because if you don't believe in you, nobody is going to believe in you. Right? My sister, imagine a guy is coming to ask you out. And they say, hello, my sister. I'm in Usava put Do you take that one serious? But when he comes and says, hey, how are you? I'm so and so. I'd like to take you out to dinner. What happens? Something in you moves. So even customers, when we come and demonstrate the ability to deliver, they hear us. But if we are not confident in the things that we are delivering, then they cannot hear us, right? So the book is outside. If you buy a book, let us know. My team is outside. They've got a stand there. And I don't want to take too long. Like I said, I am done. I'm a man of few words, but I hope what I've said has impacted you. Even if it didn't, it changed your mindset one way or another, right? I'll take a few questions and I'll sit down. Yes, my brother. Can we have a mic?
Yeah, the mic's coming.
All right.
Yeah, but before the questions, we need to clap for witness. Unjust questions. All right, questions? Got a question here, another one? 2. All right, let's go.
Afternoon, everyone. I'm very inspired by your words and talking about money and the process of money. But my question is, we know that each and every business needs to have a bank account, and the bank account, we do have a statement in order where we're going to track our cash flow, track our incomes and expenses. But however, the bank doesn't draft us the income statement, the cash flow statement, even the balance sheet, whereby you're going to be able to see how many assets you've acquired in a monthly basis or in a yearly basis. So how do we draft those in our businesses?
There's a chapter in my book called How to Formalize Your Informal Business. So even someone not taking some keep can literally structure their business in such a way that the bank will fund them. It's in my book. I've seen people structure literally their finances in such a way that they go to the bank and the bank gives them the property they're looking for, because I advise people to invest in property. You know, like I always say, if you've heard this before, I'm going to say it again. There are 3 cornerstones to wealth. Number 1 is business, right? Business. Build a business, but build a business that can exist without you. Invest in your systems. Invest in the independence of your business. Number 2 is property. That's the cornerstone of wealth creation, right? If you focus your attention on building cash flowing assets, which is property, you'll always be wealthy, because property gives you monthly cash flow and it grows in value. So that's a double-pronged strategy to creating wealth for yourself. No munga hamba ngeenyawo sukuhleka, as long as ukuthi wena unama property and ayakhula in value, right? No munga drive isikorokoro, bahambe ngama GTI wabo. Let them drive their GTIs. 5-6 years from now, the GTI is old. The property is giving you money every single month, and the property still buys you the GTI. So I can have the GTI and the property while you have the GTI only. You see, so it's all the mindset that you apply. And then thirdly, you've got shares and other investments, right? That's the cornerstone. Stocks have always been the cornerstone of wealth creation. You teach yourself how to invest. If you don't know how to, go to Easy Equities. There's an app. Invest 50 Rand a month, 20 Rand a month, what you afford. 20 years from now, the cumulative investment will be worth something. I hope I've answered you. Okay.
Hi, how are you?
Good, and you?
Good, thank you. Hi, everyone. So, firstly, thank you so much for sharing the information with us. It's truly beneficial, and you touched base on things that are very powerful when talking about wealth. So, I noted a question down in case I forgot. You spoke about the 4 stages of wealth, right? And when you broke them down relative to the passive income, and what I want to know from you is, like, the same rankings for the stages of wealth, do they apply on your active income? That's what I want to know.
You cannot be truly wealthy when you are in the rat race.
Uh-huh.
That's what active income is. You
okay.
can be a CEO of a company now, the board can fire you.
Okay.
You understand? You can have the highest job in the land as a president. They can vote you out. Ask Zuma if you don't believe me. No, but it's true. He was employed. He was a president. But he was fired before his term ended.
Yeah.
Thabo Mbeki, same story happened to him. He was fired before his term ended, right? But those people earn a lot of money, even the influence that comes with that. But you could be fired anytime, right? But when you've built passive income, no one can fire you from owning property.
True.
You can own it forever. It's a constitutional right to own property. In fact, we all want the land, and let's buy it. Let's buy it. Let's buy it one property at a time, one room at a time, one stand at a time. Let's buy it. 20, 30 years from now, the generation of our kids will be living a different lifestyle from us. I want my daughter to wake up one day and say, Daddy, I don't want to go to vets. I want to go to Harvard. And I'll say, sweetie, it's fine. I'll buy you a $40 million apartment in Manhattan. Don't you want that? But it starts now. It can't start then. It has to start now. Think 20 years. And a job. And lastly, you can be CEO, ne? My daughter can inherit even my one property like I inherited my mother's property. But your daughter won't inherit your CEO job. When you die, it's finished. No matter how much they were paying you, your daughter can't inherit your job. But he can inherit a business and run it. That should be our mindset.
Thank you. I have a second thing. It's a request. Can I please request from you a mentorship on how to go about building passive income?
Yeah. So we have a mentorship program.
Okay.
It's currently going for 15,000 rands for 4 months. I've got guys that I'm mentoring and taking through the process. Sorry? Huh? Closer. I can have a COVID. Yeah, I'm kidding. So there's a mentorship program that we are running. The reason why you must pay me, I don't like working for free, number 1. Number 2, if I have people having access to me, I'll run around doing other people's things every single day.
True.
I won't have time to do my own things.
So how do we access that mentorship program?
You can send an email to info@witnessmdaga.com and my team will give you the information. Info@witnessmdaga.com. Info@witnessmdaga.com.
All right. So, yeah, I've got the book. It's life-changing, guys. Just make the investment. I got it for $275. It's worth it. So, my brother, thank you so much for coming through to tea and for the wisdom that you shared. We really appreciate it and hope that it will make a difference in people's lives. Can we please put our hands together one more time for Witness? Witness, come get the photo. Yeah. Just, can we get the photo of Witness? No, with the mic.
Good.
All right, one more time for Witness Mdaga. Thank you so much. All right, we have one last activity to do. But before we just quickly get to that activity, can I just share, just like Letabo Linna, I struggled with my finances because I'm not accountable to anyone with my finances. I'm a one-man business. I've got access to my business account. I can withdraw whenever I want. I've got my business card now also with me. But I'm not going to swipe here. Hey, bangonile. Because So one thing that has helped me, and I hope that it will help you as an entrepreneur, is this. There's a quote that says, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So regardless of the invoice, plan every single invoice. Plan how you're going to use that 1,000. Plan how you're going to use that 10,000. Plan how you're going to use that 100,000 before ingena accounting. Because once it's in the account, then you're driven by impulsiveness. Whatever happens now, you want to use that money. So I hope that will help some of you. That I know, there's a client that I've done work with, University of Pretoria. End of this month, they're going to pay me. But I've already planned with that amount that they've paid me. Plan every single invoice that you get. Our last activity is a networking session. Some of you came late. Your future client could be in the business, in this room. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to ask everyone to please stand. Kopal emeng ka matsoho. O mametsi, a kya check o mametsi. Yeah. All right, so I've seen where you are seated. I'm going to ask you, please also just take your belongings, to move to a table, to people that you've never met, that you don't know. Uskam sheba pilo right? Go and meet someone new. You can move. Go to a different table. Go and meet someone new. Interact. Who are you? You can pitch your business using those 4 questions. Omange, where do you come? Please don't leave. Please do not leave. Just for the next 10 minutes, meet someone new. Meet someone new. Who are you? What do you do? What's your business? What is it about? Network. Please meet someone new. You can sit down, can stand up, meet someone new. Who are you? What do you do? What are you about? Please do not leave. Kailukopa, Siankela, please do not leave. We're nearly done. Has been fun. I request just I think we were wanting to say social media. What witness will say. The 2 cornerstones. But it's not. Did you ask him? I didn't. No, then come through. Then he can pause. Witness. All right, fantastic. I see people are exchanging details. We exchange already number. I'm encouraging you to move again. Move again. Please move again. Once you're done, if you're done, to a new person. Please move again to a new circle. Ke a bona so la le di-circle. Move again to interact with a new person. Please do not leave. We're nearly done. Nearly done. We're nearly done. Hello. Hello. 5 minutes. Please do not leave. We are nearly done. Nearly done. Lady VIP tsa ho. George. Stop. What's other guys? Okay. All right. The networking can continue and will continue after our session. We need to wrap it up. We need to wrap up what has been an informative, inspiring session. So, could I please ask everyone to take their seats as we close our session? Please, can everyone take their seats as we close our session? Thank you so much. Please, could everyone take their seats as we close the session? Could we please take our seats as we close the session? Please, could everyone take their seats as we close the session? Hello, ladies. Sorry to disturb you. We'll continue. Can you please take our seats? So, require session. Then All right. Just in closing, all right, one last activity that we are going to do, and I'm humbly asking, please can we take out our phones? Please can we take out our phones and go onto the Join Us for Tea Facebook page. Ke a le kopa, please, just as we do this together. All right, so please go on to Facebook. When you get onto Facebook, search for TEA. If you want that tea, it's not that one. It's TEA, and then you can type Township Entrepreneurs or Entrepreneurs Alliance. You'll see it come up. If you're on the page, say aye, please. All right, fantastic. If you are not, just two things, please, that I'm humbly asking from you. If you're not following the page already, please follow that page. This is going to help you because it's on the page where we post upcoming sessions, who our speakers are, and more videos. So if you're not following, just press the follow button. If you're not following already. All right. Once you've done that, please just scroll down. You will see a post that says Tea is now live. Do you see it? When you scroll down where it says Tea is now live, please, we humbly ask that you press the share button to share it with your community, to share it with your friends, so that other people who are not here can also benefit from this information, because it's free. Yeah? So please click on that share button. Reale Cooper. Siyanicela. All right, those are the two things. And then also, Tea is also on YouTube. If you love going on YouTube, you want to see more Tea content, because not all the content is on the Facebook page. We've got videos as well from other sessions on the YouTube page. So please go onto the YouTube page, follow, Join Us for Tea. You will be updated on other information and other videos as we upload. This is to help you. This is for you, for free, mahala. All right, we are closing now. This is our last thing to do. FD, creatives, please come to the front. Artistville, my brother, please come to the front. I know I can say thank you, but then people don't see who's who. Exhibitors, please come to, where are exhibitors? Okay, they're outside. They're outside. Zogala. Oh. I need you exhibiting for witness. Yeah, Bambai. Backbone. All right, so the people that I've brought to the front, this is FD Creatives. Kibona Bangangdi Nepe. If you go onto the Tea Facebook page, you will see that they are quality photos. And they're going to be uploaded in the next week. So she took some really quality photos. FD Creatives, they've been with us for quite some time, so we want to say a big thank you. FD Creatives. Quality photos, they'll be up in the next week. Today. Wow. Today. No pressure. My brother over here, they are working with Witness. The book outside, still available for $220. It's more than just money. Please make sure you get yourself a copy. It's more than just money. And then we've got our brother, from Artistville, Kibona, who are doing the live streaming on our Facebook page, on our YouTube channel. They've also been with us for quite some time. It's quality. Because of them, you can still go back. Come Monday, come Tuesday, Oshebe session, Yakajin. They've made it possible. Thank you so much, my brother. Kopare Chapeling, Artistville. It's more than just money, the Witness team and FD Creatives. Let's show them some love. Kopare Chapeling Matsoho. Thank you, Siabo. Tanko is thank you. So we say tanko. All right. One last announcement as we wrap up. Show of hands. Today was worthwhile. You enjoyed today. Okay? Show of hands again. How many of you learned something today? How many of you are joining us at our next session? Be on the lookout on our Facebook page. Be on the lookout on our YouTube channel as well. We're doing a big one in November. Onamo Otembisa. More details will come out. Our last parting shot is, you've enjoyed the session. It was great. You were inspired. All we ask you to do is take what you've learned today and implement it. That's all. So that we don't have you having an information overload. You come into T sessions, got the business, it's still stuck. And we're giving you this information. So I'm humbly asking, take what you've learned. You don't have to implement everything, but zama. Implement and see if it works in your business. So that next time when we have a T session, it's you that is on stage. Because this platform is for you. Please visit the exhibit stands. Once again, a big, big thank you. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon and weekend. This is us signing out. Hashtag join us for tea. Take care and God bless you. Thank you. Hashtag join us for tea. Thank you.